Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest XI. Last time, we did Octagonia, the arena. We got the rainbow, made our way up to Dundrasil, where we have learnt that our grandfather apparently wants to join our team. And we now have a full team. Mostly. But there is one more character who we will get, but not anytime soon. Ah, you do watch YouTube stuff. That's good to know, Natural. That's good to know. Because I genuinely have no idea who watches that stuff. I'm glad someone does. I appreciate you dropping by to say hello. But yeah, now we're off to find some orbs. And as I have, I think, aptly titled the stream, we're grabbing life by the orbs, you know? But yeah, good to see you, Natural. It's been ages. I hope you've been doing well. I hope you've been doing well. Can't even remember the last time I saw you come by, but I do recognise your name. It would have been quite a while ago, I'd imagine. But I hope you've been holding up. For now, we probably want to go to Zwardrust Sea, I think is where we want. I have last games night. Yeah, that would probably be it. We've got another games night coming up, not too long into the future. Second Sunday of each month, so it should be the 13th. It should be hopefully happening, so just a bit over a week. That'll be good fun. I'm looking forward to it. I always like the games nights. And since I've started doing them earlier, we actually get people showing up semi-reliably, which definitely helps. Because it's nice to have people actually coming along to them, and I'm not just sitting around just doing like some Minesweeper while waiting for anyone to show up. Which, I'll be honest, has happened before on a few occasions. But yeah, I think for the next part of the in-game story, we want to, find orbs. We're not entirely sure. We've got a no Minesweeper. Look, if you really want Combrix, I'll do like some, I think it's Demon Crawl, the game is? Not quite like RPG Minesweeper, but it's a Minesweeper roguelike. It's a very interesting game. I can stream that at some point if you're all that like bothered. Like I'd be happy to. I think it sounds like good fun. Pillar of Light doesn't do anything. Alright, that means we are needing to go to Gondolia. If that is the case, not Gondolia, sorry. Puerto Valor. Like, Minesweeper's a great game and all, but I can't just stream that for an entire stream, Combrix. It's great fun, but if it's meant to be a games night, I can't just be doing that.
Okay, darlings, I'll see you when you're finished here in town. I need to go and see a man about ciao for now.
Oh, Silvando. He's off to have gay sex.
What came over him all of a sudden?
It's not what's happening, by the way.
Don Rodrigo lives in that grand old place over
Get
yonder.
Minesweeper. I'd honestly be
Let's go and
happy
say hello,
to.
shall we? Oh, and
I
don't
can
go
do that,
mentioning my royal past, will you? There's no point in causing a fuss. As far as he's concerned, I'm just his old pal Rab. Let's keep it that way, alright?
I like Crab. He's great. He's a granddad, yeah. He's just Scottish granddad. It's brilliant. he's very relatable because he's also a pervert, as you will learn later. He's not too bad. He's just a little bit lecherous, you know. But yeah, let's go speak to whoever the mayor is. I've already forgotten his name. Definitely be up for Minesweeper stream sometime. More likely Demon Crawl than just standard Minesweeper, but I'd definitely be up for it.
Senor Roberto, so wonderful to see you after so many years. And your companions too, of course.
Good to see you looking so well, Cervantes. Now, I don't suppose Don Rodrigo's about for a wee chat, is he?
I mean, it's mostly
I seem to
relatable because
say
he's
you're so
Scottish, you know?
But I am afraid he has
Not
gone
the
to
pervert
Oviedo.
part, of course,
He's
Convex. That was just
instructing the guards
coincidence.
there
I
in the
mentioned
art
that.
of swordsmanship, you see.
Ah, now that's a shame. I do so love our wee chats about fighting and horses and fighting.
Don Rodrigo will be sorry to have missed you too, senor. He often speaks of your visits very fondly.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a chance for a proper chinwag next time I'm in town. Now,
I love the term
there's
chinwag.
something I was wanting to
It's
ask
lovely.
you, Cervantes. I was hoping to head out to sea in search of more interesting topics of conversation. You couldn't open the sea gates for me, could you?
It will be my pleasure, Senor Roberto. Can you imagine how angry Don Rodrigo would be if I refused? I will open them right away. If you go on board your ship, you will be able to sail straight through.
You're a good man, Cervantes. Thanks a million. And give my regards to Don Rodrigo, won't you?
I will also ask, because there is the option to turn on the Japanese voices instead of English ones, are people against having a Scottish person in the team? Would you rather they're Japanese instead? I don't know entirely what everyone's preference is on Scottish people. I've got an obvious bias, though. So, we can get rid of him if we really want. We're not going to, however. We're not going to. But, I mean, if people really want me to, I could. And then play things on stream subtitles when English is an option. I mean, some people dislike the English voices because it's not how the kind of game was made to be played. It was made in Japan, therefore it should be played in Japanese. Personally, I disagree over that. I think it's perfectly fine if there's an option. Like, if it's entirely text-based, doesn't matter. Voice acting has been done well in English. It's not as if it's a half-assed job. It's properly decent. I play Dark Souls game in Japanese. I mean, I'm sure some people do. Like, I can't remember what language I played Sekiro in, but it might have been in Japanese. I can't remember what languages are available for it, largely. But yeah, personally, I don't really mind what language a game's played in, as long as I can understand it. I just quite like the silly voices that they put on, you know? I'm a man of simple pleasures. I like to just hear them doing the rural English accents and Scottish and whatever accent Sylvando has. The overly camp accent, which we'll hopefully be hearing a lot more of, because I do love him. I say it every stream, and I'm going to stand by
There's
it.
our pal, Cervantes. Give him a nice thank you wave, everybody.
Sylvando's hiding. I wonder why.
Madre mia. Is it him?
Nice scroll from games recently about UK accents that aren't just Southerners. Yeah, 'cause I don't like the games where we think, okay, make, like, English voice acting. Everyone's just posh for no good reason. There's not, like, rural townsfolk speaking or anything. So in this, you've got accents from all over the place. And it's great. Like, each region has its own accent. Like, they've put the bother in to make it actually feel good. You know? And you know, I can just do a basic attack. We're perfectly high leveled for this. I do get a little confused though when, for some reason, it's always like British accents they have. Like, I understand there wouldn't be too much variety in accents, I wouldn't think, between, I mean, various kind of places. And it's just a cutscene. It's a cutscene. It's nice to have, like, accents that are English spoken, but not an English accent. Which games use well.
Where did all this horrible fog
Yeah.
come from? I can't see
Definitely
a thing.
interesting. But I'll
Hey,
shut up for
Sylph,
cutscenes.
what's going on?
I'm truly mystified. But whatever it is, I don't like it. Steering hard a starboard!
I love Sylvander. He's great. Just casually making a pun.
The mists are clearing. I can see light up ahead.
Where in the world are we?
Yeah. It's not the safest looking place, judging by this ship. But perhaps there's something important going on in the middle, because it's a very prominent feature on the island. Who could know? There might be something in the middle. I'm not going to spoil anything, because it's immediately going to be revealed. Our cutscene goes on. I've also got some biscuits I've been
What a strange
stuff for days,
place.
so I'm going to have a bunch
It's
of
almost
these.
like being in a dream.
Oh, darling, is it really you? My dearest darling Kai? I've waited for you ever since the day we said goodbye. Oh,
It's good biscuits. These.
Hey! What do you think you're playing at, scaring us like that? And there's no need to look so disappointed to see us. Hold on. Are you a mermaid? That's strange. You didn't scream or try to catch me in a net.
Hey, it's
You're
only half
different from
sushi
most other
converts.
human
Come on.
beings that I've met. My name's Michelle. I'm sorry if I gave you all a fright. It's just I thought my car was back and I got all excited. Wow, I can't believe I'm talking to a real live mermaid. But anyway, who's this Kai you keep talking about? He's a tender-hearted fisherman from Honolulu Bay. He promised he would meet me here.
Because I dressed it in
on our
it, can't
wedding
Rex.
day. Your
I can dress it
wedding
in
day?
worse if you want.
I didn't even think humans and mermaids could get married. At first I was the same. I thought we'd never be together. I thought the mermaid's burden would keep us apart forever. For if a mermaid leaves the sea and makes the land her home, if ever she gets wet again, she melts away to foam. But when I told my Kai I couldn't come to live with him, he said, "In that case, Shell, you better teach me how to swim." And so I got the blessing of the Queen beneath the sea. He's going to come to Nautica and live down there with me.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Congratulations.
Roll around in a
He's
bathtub.
supposed to meet me here so we can
But if
be
only it was that
together.
easy.
And I've been waiting for him now for what feels like forever. I know he'd never break his word. He's not that sort of person. But the longer that he stays away, the more my worries worsen. I know it's rude to ask you, But I beg, I plead, I pray. Could you go to Lulu and make sure my Kai's okay?
I mean, I want to say no, but I don't think I get a
So
choice.
you're from the bottom of the sea, where the giant pearl from the story went. I wonder... Aha! How about this? If we go and check on your fiancé, will you take us down to see the Queen? To pay for such a kindness, it's the least that I can do. I'll sing my song and safely sink your ship and all your crew.
If anyone knows the truth about this giant pearl, it's the Queen of the Sea. If it leads us to another one of the orbs, it's worth helping. Wouldn't you say?
I mean... Nah, I'm good, right? Let's say no if I rhyme it like her. I mean, she's the only character here who's rhyming at the moment. But I'm not bothered enough to think of a rhyme.
Thank you, all of you. I'd be indebted to you. If you could try to find him in the town of Lulu. I'll mark the village on your map. It's to the south of Hotto. A beautiful blue bay behind an isolated grotto. My Kai is a famous fisherman, as rugged as the ocean. A hanky-chanky sailor stuffed with smouldering emotion.
Yep.
Oh, now I'm all embarrassed. Don't tell him what I said. Just bring
This
my
is
darling back
great.
so we can finally be wed.
I'm gonna turn the light on in the room, it's actually getting a bit dark. There we go. But yeah. Do we just go straight there? I'd imagine we do, right? There's not much reason not to. But it's interesting, because you got, like, Mermaid speaks in... I mean, I've got really bad joy. Stick drift there. Speaks entirely in rhyme. You've got the people in Hotto, kind of somewhat Japanesey, Asian-y style place. They speak in haikus. It's interesting that we put the effort in for that. Anyway, hello Davy. I love the man. He's also great. Had a word of that, Michelle. Lovely girl. You ain't gonna believe this. She's only gone and used her mermaid powers to get the stallion moving again. We can leave whenever you're ready. Watch your boss. Back aboard the stallion it is. To help mermaid, cause she... Yeah! That essentially is correct. And you've also rhymed it, so I can't deny it, can I? I bet you feel real proud of yourself coming up with a rhyme about a mermaid having sex. I mean, as you should, quite frankly. No, not the mermoosey, no, you can't be saying that. Come on. I mean, presumably there's something, but I don't know how it works.
Are you alright?
Thanks.
I don't want to imagine how it works, quite frankly.
Don't worry, I'm here to help.
Yeah, she's here to help. It's good to know that. It's the opposite type of mermaid. The top half is fish. Exactly. Exactly.
Night, night.
I mean, I'm not an expert on kind of mermaid anatomy. So, who knows? Who knows how it
Pour one for
works?
the good guys.
And, oh, we got a treasure chest. We get a nice, large scale. We've got small scales in the past for making scale, like, shields and armor. So honestly, that's quite a good find. Presumably that does go into making something. Yeah, continue sailing around. We'll be fine. I think the designs in this, there's a cartoony look. Oh yeah, like it's the... I can't remember the guy's name. Person who did like Dragon Ball and all that as well. Like he's he's honestly great at doing the designs, and they've kept most of them through the series, so if you have a look at any of the older games, recurring enemies all look the same. At least design-wise, like they've been made into 3D, as you can see here. But just little touches, such as the crab just peeking out through its claws, stuff like that, it's lovely. Just little bits they didn't have to put in, but they've added just to give things a bit more character. And you can tell they've really cared about the game. Which makes me kind of confused for the Dragon Quest 12, which allegedly is going to be a somewhat more adult Dragon Quest game. Which, yeah, really confuses me. Apparently he's been coming into some trouble because of that, but... An adult Dragon Quest game? Yeah, but there's very little known about it, so I'm not going to go saying anything for certain. But, yeah, it's going to be confusing. One thing I am very much looking forward to, though, is... I think it's... Is it 1st of December it comes out? I can't remember. It's in December, we get the new Dragon Quest Monsters game. Which, I mean, I've played a lot of one of the prior Dragon Quest Monster games. Essentially, imagine Pokemon, but you have an entire team of actual monsters, like these creatures here. They all have their own rules. To make new monsters, you can merge 2 of them, create something entirely new. And rather than fighting with 1 guy at a time, you have 4 spaces on your team. Where, essentially, you can have 4 small monsters. I mean, you get some larger monsters take up 2 spaces, some take up 3. And, yeah, it's the first game to have 4 slots, so I'm assuming there'll be a 4th, like, size of monster, but we'll need to see. We'll need to see.
Nice.
When that comes out, though, I am 100% playing it, and I'm very tempted to get a capture card so I can stream it. Because I don't expect it to come to PC. I'll keep my ear to the ground, because I would love it if it did. But since it's not a mainline game, it's unlikely. Especially seeing as the previous Dragon Quest Monsters game. That only got a Japanese release, didn't even get an English release. Although it did get us, if I tab out quick, I'll send it to you, Convex. Did get us through the emulator some lovely kind of line formatting which doesn't quite fit. There you go, sent on Discord. It's a favourite of mine from when I played it in the emulator. It's good fun. It's good fun because I didn't get the spacing quite correct, as you might be able to tell. Accuracy, oh, sounds nice, and I would want it to get this anyway. I think accuracy as well as attack power are both very nice. We're not going to need any of these other ones for a while. Like, Toomerang, we're going to be dual wielding, so we will be making our way to that. Power Throw's tempting, but I think for now, I can take for both of these and figure out what on earth we have in the middle. Because I believe this is a boomerang skill. No, it's an all-rounder, just 3% dodge chance. That's a nice one. What about this? Assassin Stab. Very tempting. Very tempting. But nah, we'll probably not. I am very much wanting to get dodge chance, so that'll be a fun one. Well, I say fun. It helps with survivability. But yeah, dodge chance. 3% dodge chance. That's honestly really good. Because if we combine that with... Is it here? Yeah, a solid 5% dodge chance as a base. We don't know what any of these ones are, but I'm hoping this one's another dodge chance, judging by the icon. It could be similar to this, just be a skill. I don't know. But yeah, we've also got our new party members, who I actually haven't looked at yet, because we're kind of pressed to end the stream last time. Now, we've got a few different areas we could go with Jade. Fisticuffs is an interesting one, where we just don't give her a weapon. It's definitely going to be an odd one to try out. She's currently spec'd into both that and Allure, which is tempting. On the other hand, though, we do have, like, just straight up attack with a spear. It's quite good. I don't know. Well, deciding a weapon at some point. We're not immediately bringing her into the party, I don't think. I like Eric for now. Until we've got Slavando dual wielding, we're not replacing either of those two. Well, however, go into here, get some health, get some strength, get 30 agility? Yeah, it's a solid increase. Can't say no to that. Or we could, but we'd be daft to. Vacuum slash. Could be a fun one. I'll have to have a look down here as well. Just because, I mean, we can reset her abilities. If I take this, I can figure out what this is. Pep chance. Okay. Well, I'll see what I do with her. Rab, on the other hand, I want Rab. Like, he's amazing. How can you not like him? He's old Scottish, man. Yeah, we need to decide which way we want to go. I think being able to get that plus 10 to magic mending is tempting. However, I'm thinking Rab's going to be our kind of main mage. With a little bit of support you can do. A little bit of support. So I head up here. I mean, we could get him strength, but no. It unlocks him. Caster sugar. Increases effectiveness of spells. Tempting, but it costs 16 MP to use. So we're not going to get any use of that until later into the game. So I'll leave that be for now. And yeah, we'll make our way down here. Because damage against just demons in general, quite a good one. Demons can be pretty tough. MP absorption up, sure. And which way do we want to go? Maximum MP, magic might, maximum MP, MP absorption. Okay. We can unlock a revive if we go down with it. Meaning, I would imagine that's going to be offensive skill, hidden away. That's going to be a supportive skill. Not sure which one I want to go for immediately. I'm thinking make my way up to this one. Because yeah, that's just going to give him a solid amount of MP for whatever he does. I'm curious what this is going to give me. Yeah, that is leveling up done for now. That's me needing to just literally do anything else that's more exciting. It's not very fun just looking at a menu screen, is it? Yeah, got fishing boats just out there. Which does mean we're very close to our fishing town. If we come on down to the island, or not really island, just straight up land. Yeah, have a quick look around the corner. There might be something around here. Nope, absolutely nothing. Except from this, apparently. Which, it's not great. I've also just figured out there's a sprint button for when you're on land. Completely forgot that was a thing until now. Oh yeah, but this game's got a lot of gambling in it, you're right. Definitive Edition has additional stuff though. Not additional gambling, but it's got extra bits. I also hit the jackpot in gambling when I automated it and just left it for an hour.
In beautiful Honolulu, a seaside paradise that Shell tells me is home to the prettiest pals in all the world.
Oh, Sylvander. He's great.
Ooh, pearls!
Bright blue waves, pure white sands, and fabulous jewels just lying on the beach. Truly, darlings, this is the promised land.
I love him. He's just so optimistic all the time. He sounds
Although
overly
it does
calm.
seem a little less promising than I expected. Where is everybody?
Something's not right.
He catches most people off guard,
Still,
I
it's
feel.
not our problem. Let's just find this Kai guy and get out of here.
Yeah. I believe we've got a shop here somewhere. Let me have a look around. Yeah, we've got a couple of shops because we do need to get some. I'm gonna honestly say weapons are the priority. Because we need to get some boomerangs with any luck. And also, am I allowed to just steal this? I appreciate it. Cool. Building a blade of blistering brutality. A cautery sword? So that'd be a fire sword, I would imagine. Like, yeah, I might be able to craft something then. Let me quickly check before I go buying anything. I am able to spend my money on like resources in this. Cautery sword. It's not great. It's really not as good as I'd hoped. But to be fair, I have kind of cheated and got the casino stuff early. I'm going to make one anyway. Since it can be used as an item in battle, it's worthwhile having it. Stick it in someone's inventory, they get an extra ability to use. Yeah, I don't think we need the double whammy, I think just double-edged bash. Get hopefully that middle one. Middle one did not work out very well. Probably wouldn't turn out very well. Yeah, I didn't think it would just yet. But we can still salvage it. Right? Let's see. Is this salvageable? Pretty well. Okay, that should be a +1. Should be a +1. That's fine enough by me. It's fine enough by me. I'll come back at a later time and perfect the recipe, but I'll do that off stream sometime. I'll just go around forging every weapon. But yeah, if I go forge weapons, boomerangs, yeah, if I want to purchase the materials, it's 800 gold. It's not a lot, it's very affordable. How powerful is this? 32 attack. Let me check the shop for boomerangs. Because if I buy sword and steel, is that literally what I've just seen? Yeah, 32 attack again, but it's not something I'll be crafting. I could? I don't know. I will likely end up buying this dagger. It's damned expensive though, isn't it? Like 3.9k for a 2% increase in chance of surprising an enemy. It's not bad. It's just not particularly good, is it? And yeah, cautery sword. I mean, we've just crafted one, so we're fine on that account. Wands are tempting. Steals more MP from dragons is like the most useless thing it could give me, but tempting still, because it is better than what she currently has. I think I'll hold off for now on weapons. None of these seem particularly amazing. So yeah, I'll just do some crafting instead. Let's make at least one boomerang. I'd like two, but it depends how much it costs to get the materials for the second one, because I can't remember quite how much I have. Because we need to buy some iron as well, which really is not a lot. I feel it should be quite doable. Alright. I mean, I was about to say weird shape, but it's a boomerang. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Double-edged bash. We can... I was going to say we can get this quite easily, but I'm now a bit worried. Because... yeah, I did not expect to get a crit on that. Which, I mean, not necessarily a bad thing, I just did not expect it. Double whammies seem to have done fine. It's a little much there, I think, possibly. Standard bash, flourish, lightning bash. Yeah, we should hopefully get at least a +1. Might be a +2. Turn out really well. It's a +2. Lovely, that is better than I expected. I think +3 is the highest you get. I'm unlikely to get that. I don't have quite enough kind of skills in the blacksmithing yet. So I'm not able to do kind of fine-tuning of stuff. But for now, I'd say that turned out pretty well. And it's still cheaper to do this than just straight up buy one. So go for it, honestly. It does take a little bit longer, so I do apologise for kind of taking a while to do this. But, I mean, it saves me money. Does not save me time. This one might turn out to be a +3. I wouldn't be too surprised. Let's see, is this +3? Turn out brilliantly? Yeah, I don't need to risk any more. Bam. +3 boomerang. Not that shape, it's a cross of boomerang we're making, but ignore it, it's fine. Get a little fanfare, so that's all we need to know. Look at that though. +3 boomerang. What more could we want? A +4 doesn't exist, so we're fine. Anything else I might want to make? So I was going to make a like heavy wand, wasn't I? It's not even particularly great, these ones. I mean, I can make one, give it to Rab. I'll hope for a +3. I think with this being 1-star difficulty at this point in the game, I've got a decent, not amazing, but decent chance that this works. I'm a little worried about how hard I'm hitting this. But we should be fine. Stops now, turn out pretty well. I can maybe get a +3. Yeah, we're likely not getting better than this. Is that +3? Turns out really well. Do I risk it? I risk it for biscuit. Yeah, that's because it's gonna get... Fingers crossed, I'm not appraising before finishing this, but I think it's a +2. Yeah, damn. Only a +2. Still decent, but not quite as decent as it could have been. Any accessories I'd want to make? Probably not making fishnet stockings. There is something we can do, and I'm debating whether it's a bad idea. But we can make the last piece to the bunny outfits. Because we currently have bunny ears and stockings in our inventory. I can get the bunny outfit. If I just pay 360 gold, I'll craft it. It's a difficult thing to make. I mean, it's decent armor, right? I know, Cumbrix. I should have said bunny around you. That was a mistake on my part. And power of next strike is doubled? First time that's happened, but there we go. I don't think I have anywhere near enough power to get all this done. Next strike is halved. I might be able to get one of them then. The praise! Stop now wouldn't turn out very well. And it's the best we're getting. I don't know if this is gonna turn out. I don't know if it's in Celsius, it's hard to say. But yeah, didn't turn out very well. You just get a standard bunny suit. Which, I mean, is all we needed, because we get the outfit now, right? How badly did it turn out? Because firstly, we wanted Eric. You're getting unequip, equip a boomerang? Boomerang. Not a cruiserang, right? Yeah, no, cruiserang's worse. Primary gets the better one. Secondary gets a slightly worse one. Unless we wanted to be colour-coded. That would look somewhat more pleasant. But it's worse stats, so we're not doing that. Yeah, he's got dual boomerangs now. Look at him. For Rab, as much as I like your cane, we're giving you wizard staff. It's not honestly a huge improvement, but there you go. There you go. Any kind of things I'd want to give to him. Gold chain. Star of Clarity? Can honestly be decent. We don't want them getting confused. Jade gets Cloak of Evasion to start. You saw what I said. Yeah, it's a bad translation. He's once more in need of your assistance. However, because of the spacing with the words, we clearly hadn't done the most quality testing. So it was just a community done thing for a game with a Chinese release. Or not Chinese, Japanese release, sorry. Never got an English version. So, yeah, he needs your assistance. But the spacing messed up, so he just needs your assistance on the next line. So, on the one line, yeah, very mixed messages it sends you. Very mixed messages. Necklace of Immunity and Devil's Tail for Agility. There we go. More importantly, though, we've got the new bunny suit. I mean, it's lower evasion, but may as well give it to her. And we do have an outfit available. Do we? Or do we not? Because unlike the base game, the definitive version lets you pick whether you want outfits. So, yeah, there we go. We've got the bunny girl. She'll be showing up in cutscenes. She's not in the team just yet. Hey Zoe, you can't avoid the bunny girl apparently. Even on my streams, you've still got a bunny girl. I apologise. I apologise. I'm sure it's hard enough putting up with just Converex. But yeah, armour. Do we want anything from here? We've generally got quite good equipment. I mean, masks are decent. I don't think we do. Back to crafting then, because there's one thing I do want to do before I forget. And you say clap, Converex. I'm hoping that's just you clapping your hands. Rework an item. Yeah, equipment bag, and which was it? It was shield bearer. There it is. I want to rework this because this increases parry and dodge chance, which is very, very nice. And it's apparently a lot easier to rework than I'd thought. So maybe we just be careful with it. We can do lightning bashes. And, I mean, that's as good as it's going to get. That's a +3 if I've ever seen one. If it's not, I'm going to be very disappointed because we won't get a little fanfare. I love a good fanfare. Yeah, there we go. The shield bearer +3. Can we get bunny suit for a Rab? I wish we could. I wish we could. Sadly, unlike Final Fantasy 14, that's the online one, right? Bunny suit is somewhat gender specific. I've got my, like, big muscular man in Final Fantasy 14. He's a healer and wears a bunny suit. He's lovely. He's my favourite creation in all of games I've been able to make. Because I don't know why we decided bunny suit would not be gendered, but I'm really glad we didn't. Because there is gendered clothing. You can't put on a dress as a man in Final Fantasy 14. But you can wear high heels and tights and bunny ears and whatnot. It's great. It's great. Yeah, for myself, strengthening we are keeping, but we're going to go over to, I mean, plus 2% block and parry. Not a huge amount, but it's an increase which I like to have, because currently there is no parry chance. That alone is worth taking it. Yeah, we need to have a look for a fisherman. Now, if I was a fisherman, I'd live down in the docks, and I'd also be a cat, is it you? It's not. That is a shame. We can always live in hope that the cat is the fisherman we're looking for. Person looking out to sea. You look to be a woman, so imagine you're not who we're looking for, right? Only got married last month, now my honey's gone to fight the tentacular. I pray that he makes it back in one piece. I beg of you, keep my husband safe. Praying for her husband. They're apparently off fighting some kind of murderous tentacled creature. Like a kraken of sorts, I guess. That's fine. We don't need to worry about the kraken. We just need to crack on with what we're doing. And find this fisherman. I apologise, that's a terrible pun. I had to make it though. I saw the opportunity. Like, I'm happy to apologise after, but I'm not happy to ignore the pun entirely. We're not just going to go around searching every single house. That's not the way we do this, is it? Although we did just steal someone's possibly quite fancy earrings. Hopefully they weren't anything too valuable. But I mean, if they were, they shouldn't have left it in their own house, you know? That's a silly thing to do, clearly. But I genuinely cannot remember where this, like, fisherman is. There's a possibility he's up on this cliff. I mean, there's a person. Hello. You look like an old woman, so probably not. Nothing will have more than sound of cannon fire. As far as I'm concerned, every day should start with a bang. My late husband, rest his soul, made all the cannons you see dotted around the village. He made them just for me. They're louder than anything. Calls in bunny suits. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think, for now, we're largely fine. That's enough cannons. But yeah, we've got both. I won't deny the fact. And oh, it's straight up Seed of Defense. That's quite a lucky find, I would imagine anyway. And a clump of thick essence, was it? I didn't quite read that in time before it disappeared, but cool. I'll take it. Yeah, do we go to like the village chief? Is that what we do? I'm really trying to remember what I do. I've not paid much attention to what's going on. But I think we maybe go up here. It would make sense, you know? Village chief? He's not here. Brilliant. Brilliant. Guess just keep exploring. Anything up this way? We've got a church, we've got children, and we've got a cutscene, so probably the right direction.
about to begin!
Are you all paying attention? Good. Then I'll tell you the tale of the terrible curse that befell our village long ago. The curse of a crafty creature with a face as pretty as a pearl, but a heart as black as coal.
It's a story about you, Converix.
Let's begin.
I would have known you had a kind of part of a scheme.
Once upon a time, a master fisherman lived in Honolulu. He caught more fish and gathered more pearls than any of the other men in the village.
I don't know if we can drown everyone. It's a lot of people.
The mayor of Honolulu, the big kahuna, was very fond of this fisherman and offered him the hand of his beloved daughter. The fisherman and the kahuna's daughter agreed to be married, and the future of the village looked bright.
This might be a long enough cutscene. I can have another one of my biscuits.
Storm. The fisherman was caught up in a terrible tempest, and he and his catch were thrown into the ocean. As he sank through the water, he saw the pearls he had gathered shining like stars all around him. The light faded, and he prepared to meet his maker. But instead, he met her. A mermaid more beautiful than any creature he had seen before. She held him in her arms and whispered in his ear, "I will give you your life if you give me your soul." Many days passed, and the fisherman did not return.
Sounding like Converix so
people of the
far.
village
I think this
thought
lines
him
up with you
dead
pretty well.
and held a funeral for him on the beach. But just as they were beginning to sing his soul into the next world, he appeared, exhausted but alive. The kahuna's daughter was overjoyed to have her beloved home and stayed by his bedside night and day, nursing him back to health. But the fisherman was no longer the man she knew. All day he would stare out to sea, muttering over and over, "I must marry that mermaid." Then one day, he threw his fiancée aside and ran to the harbor screaming, "I must go back to her!" The kahuna was furious. He banished the fisherman from the village and burned his boat so he could never set sail again. And so, the man who was once the pride of Honolulu spent the rest of his days alone on Saikiki Beach, haunted by the mermaid who stole his soul.
Love a good bit of boats burning as well. It's a lovely story, that.
That's all for today, children. I'll tell you the rest of the story tomorrow.
Mermaids are scary! Whoa! The mermaid's coming to steal our souls! Run!
Finally, the kids have
Aloha,
left.
friends. Is there anything I can do for you?
Maybe. We're looking for a fisherman called Kai. Do you know where we can find him?
Oh my! What a coincidence! You must be looking for my son, Kainui. Are you friends of his?
Yes,
I'm afraid he's
something,
not
I
here at the
guess.
moment. All the men have sailed west to fight the giant squid that's been attacking our ships. If you want to hurry things along, maybe you could go lend a hand. Once that
Like how
monster's dealt with,
we're
they'll all
not
come
paying
back
any
to the
attention to
village,
this
sure enough.
story mentioning a mermaid when we're doing something involving a mermaid.
Be wary, friends. That squid isn't the only danger out on the seas. Don't let a crafty mermaid make you all pupule. I'd hate to see you go crazy.
Yeah, I guess we need to go out to all the boats on the ocean, which we saw earlier. Ones who, I mean, let us get involved with tentacles as well as bunny suits, as Natural pointed out. Which makes this an interesting stream. It's certainly going in an odd direction with all of this. Yeah, let's head out into the ocean then. I'm sure we'll be fine. Well, we'll be able to fight off a big squid, right? It's not anything too hard about beating up a squid. And yes, Davy, back to the stallion. Now I remember when I first played this game, I struggled quite a bit with this fight. Assuming the fight's about to happen, which I think it is. I think this is the first part where I had to go off and do some grinding. However, this time we're actually at a proper level, so we should hopefully be fine. We'll need to see though. There's still a chance I'm not fine. And that hurt a bit. Thankfully, we've got Sylvando, and we've also got Serena. So we're gonna be fine, hopefully. It'd be kind of disappointing if we died before the fight, you know? Those boomerangs did a good job. Yeah, I think I might just mid-heal Sylvando. Serena can heal me. I'm sure I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm fine. See, promise. I'm not gonna die. Not yet. Got Serena pepped up. Honestly, going into a boss fight, getting some team members pepped, that's really good. That's definitely gonna help.
Are you alright?
Thanks.
Also, the second one missed, but I swear it didn't send out his second boomerang. You doing alright, Eric? Ah well. Get a treasure chest, get some coral. Yeah, to the boats. Or, oh, we get another cutscene with Sylvando. Best kind of cutscenes.
Ooh, these must be the gallant squid hunters. I wonder which one's our blushing husband to be. Yoo-hoo! Over here! Excuse me, which one of you big brave boys is Kai? They look like they're saying something, but I can't quite make it out. A good view? I love you? Above you?
I love Sylvando.
Look out! Up there!
Yeah, on to a somewhat scary fight against a recurring enemy. You may notice him from prior streams where I believe he was scared off from... Can't remember the name of the place, but essentially Venice. He's
Okay, here
he's a
we
bit of
go.
a scary one. Got one tentacle ready to shield a guy. That's fine, because we can just whack it. Or we could whack the other tentacle. I think hit the other one for now. Just because it's one that's currently attacking. And yeah. I'm to be worried about this fight because we can get knocked down. Just whenever it does that kind of slam thing.
Thanks.
But we do have plenty of healing, so we should hopefully be fine. And ooh, I've been buffed. Let's hope that helps. Because we're gonna need it. God, yeah, I forgot just how much this guy tries to murder you. I think mid-heal our healer. She can heal someone else, hopefully. Yeah, Eric, you're just doing attacks. That's all you can do. And
Worry, darlings.
are you leaving me to die, Serena? Not quite. Not quite. I do get the opportunity to heal myself a bit. But oh, this is dangerous looking. And she's knocked everyone but me down. That's not good. Especially because Eric is now dead. And Sylvando is soon to follow. God, they just keep on attacking, don't they? It raises magic mending if I do this. That doesn't heal everyone. But increases defense. I think we need defense. And, okay, because she can't move, she can't do it. I'm just gonna hope that she's able to do something. Only our healer's alive. Yeah, I now remember this fight being tricky, but I did not remember it being quite this bad. We did not stand a chance. Like, the amount of attacks it gets in a row. I don't know if we're going to get another turn.
Don't worry, I'm here
Like,
to
she's just healing herself. God almighty.
help.
I mean, we got the bunny girl in to help. Right? But this'll definitely make it better. I don't know where this is going. Oh no. Yeah. I'm a little worried here. Thankfully, Rab can try and resurrect people. I don't know how much it's going to help. But yeah, Jade does good damage. Jade is dead. Oh no. I think we might need 2 healers in this next fight.
Thanks.
Because Veronica's about to die as soon as being brought back up, isn't she? Yeah, because everyone's asleep. And it gets its tentacles back. I forgot that was a thing. Okay, we might have a chance. Rab's awake, Serena's awake. Okay. Okay, I'm really quite worried, but we're just watching. I only give commands to protagonists just because I like having it so that the party actually feels like a party. It's not just me in control. But Rab's now dead.
What do we do now?
Serena's dead. We've lost our 2 healers. Veronica, I know I don't like you, but can you somehow win? No? Fair enough. Fair enough. It's the first loss of the game. I mean, I remembered it being a tough fight. Probably latest autosave. Yeah. Let's go to here. There's got to be other places we can go investigate, because we quite desperately need more defense or health or something. I don't know. So let's just investigate the ocean quick. We did at the very least, before I just chalked up to leveling up, we did get a Seed of Defense. Give that to our protagonist. It's gonna help a bit, I hope. I sincerely hope. I don't know how much, but we'll need to go for it. Yeah, I think this could just come down to trying to grind a bit of levels. I mean, there's possibly other places we could go. This does feel kind of like the intended place I should be going. But yeah, if we're dying that much. We haven't really done any grinding except from prior to Octagania. And we are now, like, done Brazil's a new region. Then
Who else
the
wants some?
ocean by, like, here. That's 2 regions where we've not really tried grinding for XP at all. We've kind of just avoided fights. Yeah, we've got a few places we can go to. For example, that looks to be a dock I can see just in the distance. And
Okay, here we go.
it's not new enemies, is it? No, that's just war griffins. You can beat up them. They're not particularly tough, which is what makes me think this boss shouldn't be as tough as it is. But I guess perhaps I'm wrong. Magic barrier doesn't really do much. Look at my username. I mean, it is fairly unique. It's the main reason I've kept using it, because I can just get it everywhere. The name, though, it comes from, like, not really a bad joke, just it's an odd thing to think about. Because you know how you've got allergy information on stuff, right? Like, just go into a shop, you're buying a bag of, let's say, cashew nuts or something. I'll warn you on the side, contains nuts. I mean, as you'd hope. Then you've got other things, which are processed in a place that also processes nuts. You get that as allergy information. If you went into a shop that specialised in selling poison, like, of course that's not a thing which we really have. Do you think they need to say on the packaging, like, may contain poison? Is that a thing they need to write? It's not really allergy information, but it's generally good to know, I would imagine. And yeah, that's just where the name came from. And because it's a fairly unique name, I can pretty much get it anywhere. Like, it's really useful just going into a new game and being able to have the same username. Yeah, there's really not anything particularly fancy to it. But I do think, like, in a fantasy world, I could definitely see some kind of poison specialist shop having to say on the packaging that it might contain poison. Or something of that nature. I think that's a reasonable thing to have as allergy advice in a fantasy world. But then again, it's a silly thing to think about, so it's hard to really say. Also, Eric, you've really just murdered all of these folks. How weak are they? Do we even give XP? Don't know about bleach. Seems pretty scrumptious. I mean, it comes in all sorts of flavors as well. Like you get lemon flavor bleach, original flavor. Like, you got a good few varieties, you know. It's hard to really say which one's the best. And then, apparently, you're not meant to eat it. Can't believe it. Anything here? Nah. Nice Tide Pods on the side. I mean, nah. Tide Pods, they seem a bit plasticky. Like, you know how you get kind of sherbet and stuff? I feel you can get the kind of powdered version of laundry stuff. Like, that's got to taste like sherbet, right? I mean, it looks like it, therefore must taste like it. This is, for anyone actually watching and not aware, we're joking. Don't eat detergent or bleach. It's a bad idea. I don't know if there's anyone who's watching who wouldn't know that, but I just want to make sure if anything happens, I can't be held liable because, yeah, no, I'd imagine that could be pretty bad if something did happen. And a slime crown. Is that equipment? I hope so. It's not. That's a shame. This is just Slime Island though, which is quite fun. Like, I don't think we need to be particularly worried about anything going on. Bleach may contain poison. I mean, yeah, I guess. But then, by technicality, you've got peaches may contain poison, because the stone of a peach, if you decide to eat it for some bizarre reason, I believe does have trace amounts of arsenic in it. It's not something you should eat. It's probably not all that tasty or nutritious. But, I mean, by technicality, like cherries, I think they're stones as well. Like stoned fruits. You're not meant to eat the stones. So, the world's an interesting place, isn't it? You know? Just all sorts of stuff you shouldn't eat. And, I mean, you could try if you want. You just probably wouldn't feel very good after. And if you eat too much, you just die, but same goes with anything. Drink too much water, you die from being too hydrated. Genuinely a thing. So, I mean, there's definitely things that you shouldn't eat. And then there's things which probably aren't as bad to eat as others. Yeah, I'm starting to think this guy is by far the toughest enemy in this island, isn't he? If I need to use Falcon Slash, my new ability, I might. Anything that can be consumed could... I mean, it could theoretically be poison, couldn't it? Like, there's always the possibility. That doesn't necessarily mean that you should be concerned about it. Some stuff you should be a lot more concerned about than others. It's all just kind of silly stuff. It's not something you need to genuinely worry about at any time, I wouldn't think. But it's interesting to think of just how dangerous some things are. And the fact that people have decided in the past, like, when they've been in, like, hunter-gatherer times, decided, yeah, let's just get Dave on it. He'll just test all these mushrooms, tell us which ones are good, which ones are bad. I'd hate to be Dave in that scenario. It'd be terrible. Like, could you imagine just being the designated guy who checks to see what food's edible? It'd be a terrible job, but, I mean, all in all, it could be a worse job. It's not particularly demanding, is it? Yeah, I'm debating whether I stay here to grind up, because those king slimes give a decent amount of XP. I'm thinking though, we don't. But king slimes scare me. They're able to do a lot more damage than I would have thought. I will grab whatever this is. Celestial Skein. I can't remember if I've beaten up one of these guys before, so I'll give it a go. There's a lot of them, and Eric's good at murdering slimes, and lots of enemies. So, theoretically, this should be fine. Like, we've got all we need.
Thanks.
The only problem is, there might be a lot of them, but if they're a low enough level, we don't get XP. It's not like a standard thing that you wouldn't get XP from fighting lower leveled enemies. It's something I've turned on to stop myself getting over leveled. But it does mean it's a bit harder to grind up XP.
How wonderful!
Like, honestly, going back to Dundrazil might be the way to go. Unless there is one thing I can try. Which is basic slimes.
Let's
Is that all metal slimes? Oh Christ almighty. I have never seen 5 of them in one go. If you're unaware, metal slimes are like the go-to thing for XP. This is great. Genuinely could not be better. I'm really hoping we're gonna get XP from them and we're not like too high level or something. Because even killing just that one is gonna give me around 2000 XP, if I had to hope. You have 420 poison points. I mean, it's a good amount. And there are definitely things you can put the points into. Like there's the community challenge things. I'm thinking of adding another community challenge for a cooking stream. Because after the last kind of charity 12-hour marathon stream I did a while back, I did a cooking stream and I had a lot of fun doing that. I was in the maid outfit, just cooking, I think it was just chocolate cake. Just chocolate sponge. Honestly, really good fun. I would 100% be up for doing it again. And I have invested in like a better webcam since then. And I also have a tripod, which would mean I'm able to actually position the camera in a decent spot. And here's what I was kind of hoping for. The slimes, they merge into a bigger slime. With this, we should be guaranteed the XP from the metal slimes. I was a little worried before, but we should be fine now. Is this going to cook a lot? Oh yeah, I'm into cooking. Like I've got like cookies I made recently. I've got cookie dough just in the fridge. I'm wanting to make more, but I've got tons of cookie doughs. It's just a case of sticking on having fresh cookies. Made pizza the other day, you'd seen in Discord. That honestly turned out the best it has yet. Every other time I've tried to make pizza, it's like stuck to the pizza stone or just in some way gone wrong. It went really well this last time. And it tasted really nice, so like making pizza on stream, that's something I'd be up for doing. I'm up for trying something completely new as well. Like maybe try and make something difficult. I've heard like, croissants are quite difficult, I think.
Thanks.
What else would be difficult? I don't know. But there's a lot of things I'd be up for trying to make. And I'm always up for trying to stream stuff. Also, is there something we can do with everyone on the team? I don't think so. Don't think there's a 4-person ability here. We need to rebalance the team then so we can have a 4-person ability. Also, really hoping I can... The next Femboy Friday. Maybe! Maybe. Femboy Friday tends to be for... like, just a regular Friday stream. And do I get to keep my pep? I really hope I do. And look at that. 4,700 XP. We're coming back here to grind at some point.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
The great Sylvando grows even
It's a
greater.
level for 4 different team members. Sylvando, I think he needed 12 before I could reset him. How much did I need? 12 as well. Okay. Okay, that's fine. And I am still pepped up. This is the exact moment we need. We need to go to Zwardrust. Can we go Warrior's Rest in? I think we should be fine. I mean, I'd definitely be up for doing it next time I do like a Femboy Friday. Or maybe make it into a semi-regular thing. Because, I mean, I'm happy to do it more often. And making it into a somewhat regular thing, I'd be up for. Like, maybe say I'll do it the last Sunday of every month or something. Just so everyone knows when it's going to happen. Or just make it a community challenge or something of that nature. Could be fun. It could be fun. Because I enjoy cooking. I do a lot of it. I think the most frequently made things are probably burgers. Honestly, dead easy to make burgers. Definitely give it a go if you think you'd be interested. Like, it's literally just mince, egg, and then season. And then you press it into shape, cook it, and that's you. It's a lot simpler than I've ever thought it would be. Yeah, I would like to rest until night. Gonna go do a quest. Is this before or after the Minesweeper stream? I mean, it'd likely be after. Because, I mean, I'd definitely be up for doing a Minesweeper stream. I don't know when I'd do it, but I'll do it at some point. And like I had said earlier, if I do a stream on... I think these are the dead knots I need to kill. If I do a stream on Minesweeper, it would most likely end up being a stream on not just basic Minesweeper, but instead it would be Demon Crawl, I believe it is. Honestly, really fun game. If you like Minesweeper and you like roguelikes, it's a brilliant time. It's not a game I've really seen elsewhere. I'm not going to claim it's a flawless thing, but it's a well-made thing. Like, for
Another one bites
kind
the
of
dust.
what it is, it's a lot better than you'd think. Yeah, there we go. We have managed to do this quest. Let's go hand it in. Although before that, what's up here? I don't think I went up here previously, did I? Or... no, I went straight up the path last time I was here. So what's this shiny thing? How do I get it? There we go. It's... dose of coagulant. Don't know what I expected. Not really that, I'll be honest. I didn't even know that was an item. But, sure. I guess it'll help in some capacity, right? Oh, we've also got a shiny tree. I thought I saw something sparkly. It's a tree. What's this getting? It gets me butterfly wings. Auspicious is good. Another dose of coagulant. Don't know what that coagulant's for, but I'll figure it out at some point. Also, I think you're new, right? Yeah, I don't think I've fought a tap devil. Yeah, it's... I don't know if that is what it is, but sure. It could be anything, honestly. I don't think bleeding is a status effect in this. If it was, I would have guessed, oh yeah, coagulant coagulates your blood, stops you bleeding anymore. That would make sense. That's not a thing though. So I'm going to crafting. That's all I can say with relative certainty. Yeah, voices, I've helped out. There you go. And get a robe of serenity. I don't read in any way what he was saying. But he's probably just saying thanks for doing what he asked. Yeah. Is that robe any good? I'd imagine it's intended for Serena, but I've already got a good item on her. I mean, good mending. It also restores the user's HP. Does that go to anyone? It can. I mean, as much as I don't care about Veronica, you can have some better stuff then, I guess. Unless, would it fit on Jade? Nah, I wouldn't. That's fine. I would be tempted to go over to the cloak for Jade. She can still keep her outfit even without the bunny outfit on. I'll see if I can maybe enhance it. And the forge is even better still. I've not really done much, but cheers game. I appreciate it. Maximum focus increases by 1? Well, that's really not useful. You need to ask why is a child in a furry costume. It's the only costume she has. Like, I'll show you what she has. She has, if I go into here, basic outfit, where she looks like a gnome. I don't want her looking like a gnome. So it's either she dresses as a cat, or she dresses as a boar. For some reason, that is the only choice I have. I'll go over to boar though for a while. Just make it different. It's annoying. I like having my people in outfits, but a lot of the outfits don't tend to really work. Although, I will actually check. Serena? No, doesn't have another outfit. I thought maybe she'd also get the bunny outfit, but no, that's fair enough, she doesn't. Yeah, I guess if we're looking around for XP, what quests do we have? Orphanage in Octagania. There is an old man by beach in Puerto Valor. There's also just a few quests in there. What was this one? Ruby Path of Doom. I don't know what that means. I might need to Google that at some point. Yeah, for now, that looks like we've got a couple of quests to visit. We have Puerto Valor, go down to the beach. That is 100% doable. I know roughly where there's an old man on the beach. There's a good chance it's the same man who I'm thinking of who has a quest. It also means you can quickly stop and do some gambling if you want. I'm not going to force it on anyone. I don't need to do any gambling. I've got everything I need and some because, I mean, like I'd said earlier, I kind of left stuff automated and it just so happened that I hit the jackpot while it's automated. So, definitely. No, but I mean, if you want to gamble, we can. We can do a fun kind of gambling, or we can do slot machines. We can do blackjack. Like bunny girls. I mean, I've already got a bunny girl. I know what he's gonna ask for. He's gonna ask me to put a bunny girl outfit in Jade. I mean, do I need to actually equip everything? Or no? No, I've done it. The man likes his bunny girls. Lovely. We're gonna skip this. Because I'd imagine Jade's not happy being dressed up like that just to make one old guy happy. However, it might have given us a decent piece of equipment. And oh, that is decent. 13 defense and 25 charm. I mean, I feel bad just dressing her like this, but I mean, it's good. That's fine, yeah. We'll go gamble for a moment. What are you thinking you want? Do you want just the basic slot machine, or do you want the one which I don't entirely understand how it works? But it's still kind of fun. I just don't know how it works. Because there's... I mean, it's somewhat slots. But they are, if I find one which looks to be set up good. That one's alright. I don't think we can do these ones yet, can we? No. If I jump in and show you this, it's somewhat slots, but not quite. Because, I mean, definitely slots, but at the same time there's more going on, and I don't quite know what's going on. I couldn't tell you. I'm happy to sit around and do this for a while, but yeah, there's not much to say. Finish playing. Or check payout. Are we able to use it anymore? Why did I do that then? No. Stop playing. And yeah, as well as that, we have regular slots. They all have different payout settings. I don't know which one we'd want to go for. Last time I did this machine treated me well, so I'm going to try with this one first. We're not going to gamble for too long. But let's put in the money. We'll gamble 5 times. We'll see how it works. Let's have to get you throw a bunch of stuff up on the screen until you run out of money. Yeah. That's all they need. There's not a lot to it. You just bombard the user with kind of too much visual stimulus. And then, I mean, they'll stick around. Yeah, gamble 5 times. See what we've won in those 5 spins. If we've won anything much, then yeah, we're fine to keep going on this machine. My light's acting up. I'm going to keep gambling, and I'll turn it off. Decent payout. It's a 10 times. We've made some money. That 500 times is only for if we're not in metal mode. You'll see those metal mode symbols? Basically, you need those in order to have the chance at a jackpot. All of these symbols are worth twice as much. But yeah, no, I'm thinking this isn't the machine we're using. We're going to use a different one. Because that didn't pay out much. It paid out 10 times in like 5, maybe 6 spins. Wasn't entirely paying attention. What about this one? You gonna pay me anything? I've got enough tokens. I really don't need to be gambling, but I do enjoy gambling. Oh? No. I got my hopes up slightly, but that almost gave me my money back. If I get metal mode, I'd be happy. It's not looking like it though. Never leave until I'm a millionaire. The thing is, it's not like standard money we win in this casino. It's only casino currency we win. So we don't really benefit much from this. Like, later on in the game, I'll be able to bring this money back and trade in for some better stuff, but I've already got pretty much everything I want. Yeah, no, this isn't the machine for me either. Previous machine did better. What about this one? How is this gonna treat me? And it starts on 5 sevens. So, I mean, it gets your hopes up, doesn't it? And if this pays out immediately, this is our machine, I think, yeah. I mean, it's refunded me. It's not necessarily our machine. We'll see if we win more. Buy the casino with our own tokens. Oh, if only that is how it worked. If only. There's actually a second casino in this game. It's not open yet. I think you get to post-plot twist. But we will get to it eventually. Yeah, we've got 2 payouts. Not either of them being particularly high. But it's enough for me to keep giving this machine a chance, because that's fairly frequent payouts. I think this is our machine if we want to go for a jackpot of any kind. But yeah, now I get to set up my patented "this is how I do gambling" in this game, of automating it using just various things from around my room. My go-to is these kind of stone things I've got. I've got a stone frog and a stone dice. If I position it right, I have a function on my controller which lets it spam a button so long as it's held down. So I've just positioned it, no hands needed, and it's just gambling. I have beaten gambling. I cannot lose now. I mean, I still can lose quite easily. I don't need to keep pressing any buttons. I could just leave this for days and just come back, and I would have lost everything or made a lot of money in casino money. You know you want to metal mode me. There you go. Yeah, this is definitely our machine. If it's giving us metal mode, we have a chance for that jackpot. And immediately a metal mode payout? A good payout at that. I mean, I'll take 40 times my input. Lovely. What do we get next? I'm hoping we get some free spins. That's also quite nice, though. If you get free spins in the silver spins, then the free spins are deducted before the fancy pays out better spins. And that's a pretty decent payout again. This is going well. I'm liking this machine. I don't know how long we're going to gamble for, but I mean, if we just left this for a while, I'd likely make quite a few tokens. Seems to have its payout set quite high. Don't entirely know how the payouts work. But, I mean, I do know some machines work better. Gambling is against terms of service. However, this is not real gambling. You can't be telling me doing this is incentivizing people to spend real money. Because, I mean, the most I'm going to incentivize you to do is buy the game and then gambling here. If it was actual gambling, yeah, definitely against terms of service. I wouldn't condone doing actual gambling. It doesn't pay out, especially slots. It's like the worst way you can do it from what I hear. And oh, look at that. Fanfare as we get 100 times. It's real to you. I mean, it's fine. We've only got a few people watching. As long as no one, like, tells on me, we'll be all fine. But yeah, it is gambling. It's not actual gambling. I think this is fine by terms of service. Not incentivizing people to spend real money on anything. This is fine. If it's not, then, well, that's a shame. Because I'm going to be in quite some trouble. And is this still paying out? I mean, the silver spins has ended and I can't help but notice it's not really paying out anymore. I might need to move to a different machine if this doesn't start again soon. It might be time to leave, I'm thinking, yeah. Does it pay out here? If it does, I'll keep going. It's gone to metal mode. Okay, we're gonna keep on going. I'd be daft not to in metal mode, you know? The machine heard me. God damn it. I now need to set up my frog again. There we go. It's been perfectly balanced, as all things should be. And that's a good payout. I'm happy with that. To think I was about to leave. To think I was about to leave. That's like one of the best payouts you get. Well, I guess we just keep on going. I'll go until the silver spins are out, and that'll be enough, because I've got as many tokens as I need. I really do not need any more. I'll be doing gambling at another point in the game. Anyway, like, I am going to do more gambling. You can't stop. It's just, currently, we're not really benefiting. Aside from the dopamine, anyway. I do like a good bit of dopamine. What do you think, though? Can we get to, like, 100,000 tokens before we leave? There's a chance. I mean, I'm gonna leave in the next 4 spins, including this one. So, I mean, maybe. We might break it. I'm not really convinced. but there's a chance. If we get a big payout, like, it's easily enough done that I'd get enough to cover it. So yeah, one like 100 times payout would about do it. I think it needs to be higher than 100 times for me to go over the 100,000 right now. Let's see. Let's see. It's not looking like it's gonna happen. Nah. Came close though. Like, we made a good amount of money there. We made more than we really needed to. But yeah, that is enough for this. As much as I love gambling, I'm not gonna just do that the whole time. So head on up here. You know, I might as well check the prize counter. Is there anything I want? I mean, I've got enough money I can buy some things. Like, for example, hats are quite nice. They're not particularly expensive. Oh yeah, the music's great. It's only in this area. You know what, might as well buy one for Sylvando. Meant to put the first one in... whose inventory is it? Eric's. Might as well buy this. Apparently, call down whirlwinds. There you go. Lightning lance. Buy this. This is an expensive one. This has been worthwhile investment, right? Me doing this. Crackles of electrical energy increases wielder's agility. But yeah, that should be plenty for now. Equipment, Eric, wear your bandana if you would. I just bought another bandana. It's in my inventory, not equipped. There we go. Rab's got his new staff. I mean, it's a good staff. Looks awfully fancy, doesn't it? She's got her lance. That does also deal lightning damage. Comes with parry chance. I'd be tempted to try and improve that. Maybe bring Jade into the team for the boss fight. I think if we're going to be doing anything with Jade though, we want to be checking in here for spells, abilities, pet powers. Here we go. What can I do as like a 4-person combo? None with my protagonist. Do we have a 4-person combo? No, we don't. Also, Eric and Jade in the same team seems like a decent combination. What about Jade? Do you actually have anything worthwhile? You don't have too many. You have, with Sylvando, chance to turn all your enemies into something very special. Watch out when it doesn't work. So not guaranteed. I'd imagine turns them into metal enemies when it works. But the fact it needs all of them to be pepped up and it's essentially more gambling. I mean, you say it's always a worthwhile investment. I don't know. Brownie boost. Attack, defense, HP and MP automatically regenerate. That's good. I think as much as I like Sylvando, for now, I am going to have to mess around with the lineup. Sylvando, you're in the back lines. We're bringing in Jade. I like the idea of having Eric, simply because the thing which gets lots of money and experience with us free, then also the ability to, yeah, we have the ability of, was it increase attack, defense, and automatically regenerate? Yeah. I think this is fine. Never lose trust in RNGesus. Like, We can trust him all we like. It's whether he trusts in us. Alright? I'm willing to gamble on, like, whether things work out. I like going for crit builds in games. That doesn't mean I'm going to rely on getting crits. You plan for the worst and hope for the best. That's how you gamble in games. But yeah, that's enough of, enough of that. I'll very quickly check. Can I upgrade my platinum sword or anyone else's weapons? Need to be rework an item, platinum sword. It's a difficulty of 2. I'm not gonna manage that, am I? I can do difficulty of 1.5, I believe. Yeah, two stars is a bit tough. So for now, I guess that's it. I'll dip into the church character builder. I'm thinking we're not wanting fisticuffs for Jade. I'm thinking giving her a spear. It comes with parry chance. We'd be mad not to. Like, as much as I like the idea of giving Jade a leg sweep and whatnot, I don't think we need most of these. Fact it's fisticuffs, it can be done without a spear. So that's tempting. But do I need Harvest Moon or Leg Sweep? Because I can reset the Fisticuffs tree, go up here and get the stat boosts, which, I mean, pretty decent stat boosts. Then also get the ones down here. Because if that would refund me 11, could get me this. Do I want any other ones? Crit chance. We can go more into gambling. I don't think it's a good idea, but I could. It's tempting. Honestly, I think Jade might be fine as is. I think Jade might be fine. She's honestly got so much health. Like, look at that. Level 23. Because she's level 23, that's very much made me notice we're supposed to be level 23. We're not. Serena's level 21. To fight that boss, I'd want us to be level 24, is what I'm now thinking. So go to quest catalogue. What do we still have to do? Because I know we've got a couple of quests in this area. Skincare. Okay, yeah, we can finish that one off. That's fine. Orphanage in Octagania. We have to find the Corolossus. We need to get Pepper from Pirates. Fair enough. We can do both of them. They are entirely doable. Let's magic zoom to Gondolia Sea. I believe the pirates... It's probably the ones out at sea on the little island, right? The full spec, all orange, and call it gambling. I mean, when we do the... I say when we do. If I do the new monster kind of game. The Dragon Quest Monsters coming out in December, I mentioned earlier. If I do that, there are definitely some creatures I could spec into who are more so into the idea of kind of hitting hard or not hitting at all. So I could. Like, it's not as if it's impossible. Also, I don't know if this is where I need to go for Pepper. Did I get anything? No? I really don't know where these pirates would be. Is it you? You look like you're somewhat an enemy setup. come to take Pepper. Brilliant. It is right, guys. I remembered correctly. Let's be having you indeed. But yeah, this is hopefully not too difficult a quest. I'm trying to look around for XP, and doing quests is a somewhat justified way to do it, I think. I definitely think making an entirely RNG build in this game isn't something I can do, but something I'd want to try, possibly in another game. Like, I could see it being fun. I mean, you've always got games like, is it Luck Be a Landlord? I think it is. The roguelike slot machine game. I can maybe, like, pick that up sometime if it goes on sale. That would definitely be a gambling playthrough, but it's a roguelike, it wouldn't quite work.
Wonderful.
Yeah, there we go. That should get us Pepper, and yeah, around variety XP. And it also drops a tough guy tattoo. That's pretty good. Yeah, I saw some play. It looks fun. Yeah, it does. It looks like a good time. It doesn't look like something I'd stream a lot of if I did pick it up. It's something I just go in, mess around with for a while, and then that'd be me. But I do like your small kind of roguelike indie games. Like Dead Cells is one of the bigger ones. Lovely game. Binding of Isaac is a great time. Tough Guy Tattoo, I'm going to quickly check. Really want to give it to anyone. Boosts attack. That's it. Nah. It's fine. I think one of the more kind of recent ones I've enjoyed would have been... probably... Yeah, I think Vampire Survivors, or is it 20 Minutes Till Dawn? Not quite roguelikes in the same fashion. They're, I mean, the now kind of survivor-like genre of the multiplayer Binding of Isaac. I know we've got the multiplayer in the base game of it's just you and then like one of the little baby follower kind of guys. Not particularly fun, but I've done a little bit of that. I think I tried once with a friend and decided it kind of sucked. But, I mean, they do have actual multiplayer, don't they now? Like, it was ages ago I tried. I don't know if it's official or if it's a modded version for that multiplayer that I've seen. But if they've changed it in the official version, I'd definitely be up for giving it a go potentially. So I do have a friend who also streams and is also into his Isaac. So that could be a fun time. Anyway, hello. You know Zero the Shadow, MMA fighter. It's cool. Just like disappear. Other guys don't even know that's his thing. And you want his autograph. Of course, child. I shall do that. Yeah, like, that could be fun. I haven't played Binding of Isaac in a long time. I think... what's the most recent stuff that came out for it? It would have been the... I mean, Afterbirth's the most recent official thing, right? I don't think there's been an official thing since Afterbirth. There wasn't... or was there Revelations? Or was that a community-made thing? I don't know. There's definitely some stuff I'd be willing to try, but it'd be modded stuff if I did play it, I think. Also, I can't remember where this shadow fella is. I know he's somewhere high up, tucked away on a roof. I remember that much. Just don't remember quite which roof. 2 Isaacs completely changes the game, all official. That could be fun to look into then. I'd be happy to have a have a nosy at that sometime. Is this where the Zero guy is? Is that him hidden in the corner? It might be. Hello? Huh? You looking for Zero? Well, you found him, I guess. Don't get why you'd want to talk to me, though. What? Some kid wants my autograph? No way, man. That's impossible. How come he's even heard of me? I mean, people don't even notice I exist. That's like my whole thing. You don't even get a number for a partner draw because nobody there can see me. Every time it's the same. It's like I'm invisible. Like, they don't even notice when I shout right in their ears. Well, it's kinda lonely. All I ever wanted was a chance to fight. And this kid knows who I am, huh? Heh, he might be the only one who does. Which means he deserves an autograph, I guess. Here. Aww. Look at the guy. He's all happy that someone knows he exists. Alright, head back to the kids. I mean, another kind of roguelike, which I've played pretty much to death in the past, but I do have a friend who want to do the multiplayer mod of Noita, if you've heard of it. Roguelike, you're a wizard, you make spells, everything explodes, you die in completely foreseeable ways, but just it's fun. It's good fun. I've played a lot of it in the past. Great game. Highly recommend it. And I mean, I've definitely got a lot of time put into it. I think like 150 hours. Pretty much all of that's been streamed. It's been played to death. I've played it to death. We need more XP still, so I'm going to go to Tickington. There we go. I mean, definitely, that's one that I plan to get back to at some point. I don't know when. I don't know if there's any more official stuff for it. But I've got a friend who wants to, stream it with me. So, I'll hop into that at some point. Just all sorts of stuff. I don't tend to do a lot of multiplayer though. That's the only thing. Not because I've got a preference against it or anything. It's just I can't be bothered playing push to talk with my mic. Just because I'm not used to it. I swear I got another thing. Or another two? Yes I did. Lovely. I definitely am up for doing multiplayer stuff. I think most likely thing I would try and do multiplayer wise would... Can I go outside? No. Most likely thing I'd do would be Don't Starve Together. Likely you've heard of it. I think that's something which I don't know a lot about. I've tried it in the past and I quite enjoyed it. And learning what I was meant to be doing. I definitely consider doing that again. Anyway. That Ortega fellow is supposed to be preparing for his big day. Where is he? Off gallivanting about the place to some foolish adventure or another. Why do anyone want to marry a man like that? No sooner will he slip the ring on his bride's finger and be out the door looking at his next escapade. Hello. Well, you look like you're in your right mind at least. Which I should say the same for everyone else around here. Sorry, you must be wondering what in the world I'm on about. Let me explain. I'm all set to marry my beloved Ortega, but things have gotten a little complicated. All my friends and neighbours were thrilled at the idea of our finally tying the knot. Well, they weren't until this morning, at any rate. Now they're all dead against the idea. Seems no one's got a good word to say about my hubby-to-be, which makes absolutely no sense. He's the most lovely, generous man you could ever hope to meet. Just don't understand. Everyone's known Ortega for years, and they've never had a bad word to say about him. They've lost their collective minds. Now, just between you and me, I suspect foul play. Heard about this horrible curse, you see. She makes folks say things they won't really believe. But perhaps there's a cure. Mysterious medicinal liquid known as Defuddle Drops that can restore people to their senses. Thing is, I don't think I've got it in me to go looking for such a thing. And, well, you're the only sensible person I've met all day. Would you bring me some Defuddle Drops? Pretty please. I mean, sure. Oh, you will? Thank you. I could tell you're one of those adventurous types who see all kinds of strange things in your travel. So you wouldn't just laugh at me. You're just like my Ortega. Now all I know about our Defuddle Drops is that they're found up in the heavens, where the angels live. Or so they say. As you imagine, I have no idea how you'd go about getting there. But I'm sure you'll think of something. I'll leave it in your capable hands. Fair enough. There's one thing that immediately comes to mind. And then there's a second thing that immediately comes to mind. I'm going to try the second one, which I'm doubtful about. But if we go up here, so up in the sky, there's angels. This might be where we need to go. Let's see. You're just making me look at a tree? Fair enough. I don't particularly care. What about you? Oh, I explain what's been going on in Alian. Journey here in search of a cure. Description of symptoms. It does indeed seem that the Defuddle Drops might be the answer. Please take this. It should be more than enough to cure the people of the town you speak of. Okay, my second idea worked. My first one was to find an angel slime, which is a monster which does exist. I'm glad this one works. That saves me a lot of hunting down a certain type of creature. Now I also know that these things can be solved by going between each of these memories. Which now has me kinda concerned. Because I'm not going to remember half of the things in these memories. But anyway, there you go. Ah, there you are. Now, would I be right in thinking you've managed to get a hold of some Defuddle Drops? Oh, how wonderful. You did. You really did it. Well, there's no time to lose. I need to find out if everyone really opposes my marriage, or if they were just cursed. Halt. Everything was going so well and then you had to interfere, didn't you? Use those drops to undo the curse I wrought so lovingly. Try to play nice and get townspeople to say a few nasty things to call off the wedding. You'd have got it over it, but now the gloves are off. I don't care if I have to slaughter every last person here. I will not permit this wedding to take place. Never. Oh, here's a guy. I'm gonna see you've changed your name colour. You're blue now. Your ins don't starve. Then it got bought out by 10 cent. Ah. I was unaware that it was bought over by 10 cent. I don't particularly like 10 cent. I feel for similar reasons to you. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure then. Not entirely sure. It's still a fun game. I feel bad for like the devs when their game gets kind of taken over like that and they don't get much of a say in it. So I'd hate to just completely say no due to that, but at the same time I have a feeling I'd rather not if it's a 10 cent thing. Anyway, while this round of combat goes by, I'm going to quickly go get some water. I'm back. I've got water now. Yeah, because I've run out and I was really needing some. I will also say, by the way, Natural, if you want to use them, there are still sound alerts and stuff that you can play for free in the stream. Because I know you've got your points, there are point ones. But there's also just ones you can do through the extension. If you want to have a look at those at any point. I don't know if that interests you, but it is a thing. It's entirely up to you. But yeah, let's try and kill this guy. He's a real pain. Because he does seem to have kind of made it hard for us to hit him. We're getting a lot of misses. He also seems to have a lot more health than I reasonably like. He's not particularly tough. Like, he's an easy enough one to beat. But yeah, he's taking a while. Come on, game. You need him to die, please. There we go. Perfect. Get 1000 XP. That's actually pretty good. And yeah, understandably, you get some level ups. I'm amazed we actually got levels out of that. I thought we'd possibly be too high of a level. But there we go. 3 level ups. Will I use them? I'll have a quick check. Because I know Serena's waiting on this. Which costs 13. Yeah, so she needs more points. That's fine. Don't think Grab's got anything she can do. Jade? Maybe? Costs 4, gets a slight increase in attack power. Costs 13. Gets twice as much. I'll go for the one that just increases it a bit. There we go. I'd like to get my way into here, I think. Because crit chance is good fun. You don't need to be able to strike a group of enemies. Heavy damage to undead. Sounds like it's just going to be useful. But yeah, that should be enough for now. But if this woman weds Ortega, then the hero will be born. I could not allow that to happen. I did all I could. Ugh. As most things say when you die, they say ugh. Right? What that awful creature said really be true? I went to all that trouble to stop me getting married? Gosh, this is awful. Those poor people really were cursed. I have to use those befuddled drops right away. Woman sprinkles befuddled drops on all the cursed townspeople and brings them back to their senses. What's that? It wants to put a curse on us. That explains why we all suddenly had such strong opinions about Ortega's wedding. It makes sense. Maynard's no finer man alive than Ortega. We were all thrilled about the wedding. It's only been a monster's curse. Oh, what a relief. I thought everyone hated my boy. Now we can have a wedding of the century. Thank you so very much for what you did. If it wasn't for you, Ortega and I might have been run out of town, or worse. Here's a little something by way of thanks. Really enjoyed it, a bit scary when I'm opening things in the game. Yeah, it's an odd thing. I don't like agreeing to all the things that kind of gather your data. I prefer being asked than not being asked, though. Because yeah, definitely a lot of them are shadier with it. It's weird having to give your data away though for stuff like that. You've got this book there, I'm going to come back to in a second. Firstly, something about a red path and other books can involve what's being looked for. So I want to try going up here. If I remember right, this was a... No, not really a red path, never mind. I thought that was a red path, but those were not red kind of curtains. We do have red paths. Is there an item around the place? No, I'm not seeing any items. Gonna keep having a check, but I'm starting to think it's not here we're looking for. Yeah, okay, that's fine. If you don't allow it, you can't play the game. Really? I mean, that's just annoying. Imagine buying a game, then having to agree to something like that to play the game you've bought. You know? That's just a pain. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Tencent. For what I feel is an understandable reason. Because they've just not got a great kind of track record for respecting people's kind of data and privacy. And where the hell am I? That's a good question. Where the hell am I? This place vaguely seems familiar. Is this Dragon Quest V I'm in? I don't know if it is. I wouldn't immediately guess that. Yeah, thankfully, it doesn't seem to be particularly tough. I'm hoping I get XP, but I'm not certain. I really need to make these fights go quicker with their animation and text though. Is that an option I can set? Because this is very lengthy. Like it was a weak fight. Misc, system settings. I don't know what that means. I'll leave guide. That's what was set to already. Battle speed for here, fast. Rainbow Rock's extremely fragile, handle with care. Oi, you over there, tough looking lad with a hair. You let me in here and listen to my sorry tale. Sure, you'll never believe what's happened to our precious Rainbow Rocks. It's no use. I can't begin to describe the horror. You're going to have to listen. I don't know why this guy's going more Scottish by second. You're gonna have to listen to see with your own eyes. So you are. And all I know is that this mine is banjaxed entirely. Please, I'm begging you. Go knock 7 shades of something out of whatever devil's been doing in our mines. Or whatever he said. Sure. I don't particularly care what he's saying. I know it seems rude, but I don't. Yeah, I don't entirely know what we're after. I'm gonna hope we get a mini medal. I don't know if we do. Saving your points to learn your bodies are buried. I mean, sure. If you're really wanting to find them, maybe one day. Maybe one day. I don't want to go spoiling anything. If you're not wanting to spend points though, like I said before, there is the extension for free sound alerts if you want. It's up to you if you want to go into the extension to do them. Because, I mean, they're meant to cost bits, but I'm not going to charge people bits to do sounds. It's just silly sound things. Imagine charging someone. I can't remember if I've left one that does cost in there. But I know there's a fairly cursed one, which I really do not want people playing, which costs money. Which I imagine someone may at some point play. But yeah, I really hope they don't, because it's honestly god-awful. It's there more so as a joke than anything. Does this just blow us up? Okay. Don't earn any XP, but we earn some gold. Drops treasure chest, single file, and he's done Titanic. It's been a while since I've heard of Titanic one. I have a feeling these guys are all gonna blow up again, which worries me. One of them grins maliciously, the other one self-destructs. Okay, we should be fine. Yeah, I love the sound alerts, I do. I might need to make them slightly louder. I don't know. If I tab out now, actually, I can see if I can. Can I just do it inside my kind of editing thing? I don't think I can, no. Alright, I'll maybe bump up the volume after the stream. So imagine all of these guys want to fight me. But do I need to kill all of them? Are they all just multicolored because they're like these rainbow rocks that are exploding? I don't know. Single file. Okay, they're all about the same, so I guess defeat them all anyway? I can't remember what the quest was. I might have been just defeat all of these guys. I'm gonna hope it was, because that's what I'm gonna do. And it's going relatively well. And they do seem to be kind of linked in terms of colour. So if I fight this yellow one, I'd imagine I'll end up fighting 2 yellows in this area. And they're really not tough. Power isn't any XP, that's fair. Can I find what I'm looking for if I keep going? Because there's a lot of these rocks, god damn it. It keeps on going. Just keeps going. Okay, come on. We can kill this fella, right? Before he does anything too bad. I really hope so. Because we're not gaining any XP. Like, I'm always happy to do a little bit of murder. Or occasionally a lot of murder, you know? But this is excessive. They're all just rocks with, like, grinning faces. You don't have to murder a rock. They've not got a lot going on for them already. And it sacrificed itself to bring back its friend. I mean, quite a cool thing that it can do. Not something I need it to be able to do, but sure. Treasure chest, a single file, who would have guessed? Come on, keep on murdering them. When are we gonna get to the end? I've came here looking for XP, didn't I? I'm not even getting XP from this. These guys are too weak. This is genuinely pointless, what I'm doing. Like, I'll get me a reward. That's about it. Okay, come on. There's only 2 of you left. Okay. That should be it. Right? They wouldn't give me another floor or more of these guys, would they? Please don't. Please don't do that to me, game. They've done that, haven't they? How many are there? Okay, fight you. This is fine. Well, we'll make our way through. Alright. I'm not gonna go mad doing this. I do like the kind of 2D style they've given. Like, it is nice. But, God almighty, these quests are kind of crap, aren't they? This is just a feature that was added to the Definitive Edition, just so you're aware. This wasn't something in the Standard Edition of the game. It's one of the reasons why I bought the Definitive Edition. Because I wanted the extra content like this. Because, I mean, it's not like a huge benefit having all of this. But it's nice having the extra stuff. And it's fully healed and resurrected people. Brilliant. Okay then. Keep on fighting. We'll win eventually. I know we will. We've got to. I'm expecting this last guy to kerplunk and bring everyone back, right? Yeah. Oh no. Into Boulder's eyes. I don't know if I could be the Bomb Boulder. I don't know if that's a good idea. Aims at a group of enemies, not all enemies. Alright, attack. Get rid of the Bomb Boulder. That's the one we need gone. That's the one who's able to resurrect his friends. Please, just let him die. Okay, no, he self-destructed. He didn't resurrect. It's all fine. We're fine. We're not needing to do this again. They're dead. We gain no XP. And I immediately get into another fight. Thank you, game, for positioning me exactly there. I am having a grand time. This is great fun, I promise. Okay, one of them self-destructs. Another one self-destructs. I'm gonna have to spell, and in fact no. So how this works, Serena's going to do the heals, isn't she? This is fine. Don't earn any XP. I swear, if there's another floor, the game wouldn't do that to me, would they? They wouldn't do that. Yeah, there's the main boss. Just need to fight off these bombs one last time, and we'll be fine. I promise. What do I want to do? Honestly, none of these for now. Let's attack the grenades. I love their pun of a name, but yeah, just try and kill them. Just grinning maliciously, and then one of them dies to bring back its friends. Fair enough. Get rid of the other bomb boulder then, before it tries to get its friend back again. Come on, we can beat it. Or can we? One of them's mustering strength, which worries me. Because that makes me think it's about to blow up for a lot of damage. I'm hoping Eric gets it. Eric did. The grenade is gone. Okay. Okay, we're fine. It's worrying, but we're now fine. We're fine. It's another treasure chest. We have so many of these files. I've probably got about enough health. Hello, you dickhead. I'm gonna beat him up. I'm really not enjoying the fact he exists because he's given me all those fights. Looks cool though, doesn't he? Like that, it's a 6-armed skeleton. I think first time I've seen one. I'd think they're undead rather than being a demon. Part of Boulder bombed. I mean, which time? There was a few occasions of that. Like, we've really been spoiled for it today. Okay, come on. They're about gone, right? Just do a big ol' slash. Party members seem to be trying to take out the extras. That's good. Come on. Just one last Falcon Slash, I'm thinking. Will I even get my Falcon Slash in? Will someone else finish it off? Who knows? God, that hits a lot of times, didn't it? We're not dead yet. Come on, Falcon Slash. We can do this. No, it's still going. I swear, if we don't even get any XP from this fight, I'm going to be annoyed. Because I'm really hoping we get some XP. This is just a mini boss. Oh yeah, this is a stopover, you know? We're gonna have to fight even more floors of bomb boulders. And rock bombs and grenadiers, like the whole shebang, as they say. Come on, he's got to be about dead. He is dead. Thank God. And we do get XP. 2,000. But not everyone gets it. Which is a bit upsetting. However, 2,000 is not something I'll turn down. Get to level 23. I learn Sizzle. Get 4 skill points. I might have to actually use them in a second. But yeah. Seems that defeating Maeve has caused the rock bomb to turn back to rainbow rocks. Probably a good idea to let the man at the entrance of mine know what's happened. Ah, sure, my head's splitting. What did I do? What was I thinking? You'll be wanting to know my name, I suppose. Well, I am Maeve. I can't for the life of me tell you why I was acting like that. All I know is that you saved me from myself, so you did. Other day, I was in the mine checking all was in order and I came across a monster the like of which I've never seen. And do you know what it whispered in my ear? Asked me what I was doing wasting my time trying to protect people. Told me that deep down I didn't want to help folks at all. That I wanted to destroy things. Said I should embrace that side of myself. After that I don't remember a whole lot. Must have cast some kind of spell on me and turned me into that thing. I wanted to destroy everything all of a sudden. Even sat around trying to ruin the miners' livelihoods by turning the rainbow rocks into monsters. Ah, did you ever hear the like of it? It's been like a bad dream. Now, thanks to yourself, I've woken from a nightmare. I'm a human once again, thank goodness. It's no fun thinking you're a monster, believe me. I'm eternally grateful to you, so I am. Thanks for stopping me and helping me remember my true self. Do I really need to walk all the way back? I do. Well, isn't that fun? We've got even more fights to go. You weren't even... I know you were joking, but you weren't even wrong. God damn it. Well, more fighting to go. Ah, god damn it. Thankfully, Eric's good at taking out groups. Especially groups of weak enemies. Come on, just murder him, please. There we go. Don't even gain any XP. We get a decent amount of gold, but that's all. Unless, can I magic evac? Yes, I can. That's so much better. Hello, my good man. Yes, I've done it. I get a sword, which I do not need. Because I already know how to make them. I've made one previously. But ah well. Speaking of having made one. Items, Eric. Yeah, you don't need all of those. Right, equipment bag, cautery sword, transfer, Eric. Do not equip it. That gives him an extra attack for single target enemies. And of course, it wouldn't be right if we didn't get one last fight. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. But I think we're about ready to go do that boss again. I'm gonna go back to that island with all the metal slimes. We've got a couple level ups since then. I think we're in good shape. I think it'd be nice to get some armor. So I'll potentially do some stuff in the fun-sized forge. But we'll have a quick look at it once I'm out of here. Magic, zoom, return to 3D mode. There we go. No more 2D nonsense. Yeah, fun-sized forge. Apparently, we've got to a high enough level. We're better with it. So that's good. And I learned Sizzly Puff. Blast of blistering hot air, boosts temperature by 300 degrees, making it easier to work with. Useful for items that need a lot of work. That's actually a really good one. We also have these. I mean, I may as well make one. Apparently it's good for Sylvando. And I do so love Sylvando. You know? I do so love him. Okay. If I do Sizzly Puff, make that so I hit harder, because it's a 2-star thing. Then I use my... Okay, next strike's doubled, that definitely helps. Use my double bash. Go back to bomb boulders. I mean, sadly, I think we've gotten rid of the bomb boulders now. I don't think we can ever go back to them. It's a real shame as well. I love the bomb boulders. They're like one of my favourite things in the game so far. Thank God we never have to see them again. And I think that's as good as we're getting it. Turned out alright. Okay, that'll be a +1. That's fine. That's fine. For a 2-star, getting a +1 for now is fine by me. Successfully forged it. I gained 5 pearls. Lovely. But yeah, armor. I want to look at all armor. Shield-wise, that's a great shield. Only I can equip great shields. That's an interesting one to know. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Do I want a great shield? I didn't even know there was a different kind of shield. I thought it was just one kind. I think I'll make one, probably. What do I want? Anything else? Full plate armor. It's tempting. How much does it cost to buy the rest? Not a lot. Is that just the best I can make right now? At least for our protagonist? It's a helmet, so we're not bothered with that one. Okay. So that's, let me think. 1 great shield. That's, yeah. Same difficulty, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. What am I stalling on? I was about to actually think it over, but imagine me thinking about something, God. You'd never catch me doing that. Not a single thought goes on this brain. Didn't realise you weren't already. I mean, I didn't either, to be fair. Yeah, that's all good. Like, I don't mind if you're followed or not. I'm just happy to have people to talk to, and you've been lovely to have around. Like, I always appreciate people actually talking to me in the chat. Because it's easy to just sit in a chat and not talk at all. Because a lot of people have it on as, like, background audio. Not that I have anything against that, like, if that's what you want, all the power to you. But yeah, I always appreciate people following as well. It's nice to have the kind of numbers go up and everything. It also means you'll know when my streams happen. Which, I'd imagine, you might want. I don't know. If you didn't want it, that'd be fair. I do put out, like, things on Discord as well as Twitter. And then you also have a follow notification. There's a lot of ways. Well, the Discord, though, is, like, limited to a role, so not everyone gets pinged. Ah, you have Discord alerts. Did you react for Discord alerts? Very few people do, but I'm quite frankly amazed. I don't actually know how many people have that role, but there's really not many. You're in a minority. So, I mean, I appreciate you doing it, because, I mean, I've set up the role with the idea in mind that people who want it can get it. People who don't, I mean, don't. So yeah, I'm glad you're getting use out of it. I'm glad you are. So I don't like the idea of just spamming people with alerts for no good reason. That's why I like having everything segregated into different channels, because you're able to mute channels. And yeah, that turned out very well. Muting channels on Discord is amazing, because you don't even get little like white dot notifications that there's something that's happened. So it means you can actually filter out all the kind of self-promo stuff that some of these Discords have. Which, I mean, I tend to do, quite honestly. I won't pretend I don't. Because if I'm going to watch someone, it's someone who I've actually talked to. I'm not going to go on Discord, go to a random Discord server, and just pick out a guy who's promoting himself. And say, yeah, this is what I'm going to watch today. It's not my kind of thing. I'm not saying it's not anyone's kind of thing. It's just not my kind. Yeah, equipping this gives me a better block chance. But my current one gives me just reduced fire damage by a lesser amount. Okay. Equip the steel shield. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, let's quickly check. Quest catalog, we need to hand in the pepper. Ah, yes, we need to get a bit of floral coral. That should be us for now, though. Which means if I zoom to... probably Gondolia is going to be the easiest. Because we just need to head to Puerto Valor, or the port nearby. If we do that, there should be some Coralosises. Coraloses? Something of that nature. I don't know if the plural would be pronounced right, like, but it's one of those, I'd imagine. I'm going to go with Coralosises. I believe to the left, we have some down the beach in this way. I believe the opposite direction as well, further along the beach. Yeah. Let's beat up some stone dudes. I think this is our first time actually seeing, like, Jade in an actual fight? Or... No, we've had her in a 3D fight already, haven't we? I swear we must have. We've had her in the 2D fights at least. Yeah. Coralosis, not too bad. Had originally been a couple of them as a mini-boss back at Gondolia. They're not very tough. We are, however, looking for floral coral. There we go. I'm glad we found that. That's a lucky find to just immediately have gotten. Because that means we can now hand in our 2 quests and go try and do that boss again. Who, if we don't manage, I'll do a bit of grinding off stream. And I'll also maybe get a few levels in the game. And yeah, we'll fight him next time if we don't manage this stream. But I feel we should manage him at this point. We've got a few extra level ups. We should be fine. Let me quickly hand in the quests. Floral coral. There you go. Yep. You give me a book on making whips. What's that actually teach me? A single whip recipe. God damn it, I've been scammed. I don't even use whips. I mean, to be fair, I should have guessed it would be whips from the name of the reward. But still, it's a bit of a shame, isn't it? I can also hand in my mini medals, and yep, that's fine. That's just one of the draconian quests. I honestly think I might turn that one off. It just makes folks do like random dialogue. It doesn't really add to the game. Draconian quest details. I don't think I can turn it off. Well, that's just it for now. But yes, can I hand in enough medals to get something? Not quite, we need 3 more. That's fine, that's fine. We'll get it eventually. For now though, Have some pepper, my good man. Sweet stuff for swindlers. What do I learn? Swindlers, scarves, and stools. Fair enough. There we are. That should be all the quests for time being done. I think. I sincerely hope. With that then, magic, zoom to Lunlulu Sea. Apologies. I had some water caught in the throat there. I think it went down the wrong way slightly. Fingers crossed. I really hope we can beat this fella this time. I mean, he's a difficult boss. You can't deny that fact. I could maybe rest up first, actually. If I head back into harbour. Let's go to the inn, fully heal. We'll then come back. I'm sure they can wait a bit, right? The guys who are out there currently fighting the giant tentacle creature. Yeah, which one of these is it in? I think it'd be that building kind of in the middle. Yeah, it's got a sign outside. Hello, you're the inn. Give me a bed, please. You're a child. Your mum's not feeling good. Fair enough. I'm just gonna rest overnight. There we go. I don't know if I trust a child with my money. Is the only thing. But, hello child. You're running the bank? Have my money. This is sensible. There we go. That's my money put in. And I can get an achievement for storing enough. I'll quickly check, see, is there anything hidden? Yes, I can take their savings. I always feel bad doing that. I do. Also, are you actually ill? It's like I have good kids, even though their mom is sick. Rallying them to keep the business going. What I did to deserve him, I'm so thankful I could cry. I mean, yeah. She thinks she can trust her kids. Oh yes, child labour. Sadly, we don't have any coal mines here, so we can't send the children down the mines. But I mean, that's good enough. That's good enough. You know? Yes. Davy, if you would, take me back to the ship. It's not Dave. You could easily be convinced his name was Dave from the spelling, but no, it's Davy. And to make sure you get the pronunciation right, you wouldn't want to offend him. He's a lovely man. I think he's like Savando's first mate for the ship. And yeah, we've seen the cutscene. Skip this one. Fighting the big tentacle creature again.
Okay, here we go.
I could just call it a squid or an octopus, but I don't know which one it is. I think it's more likely a squid. But yeah, it's gonna hit hard. It gets a lot of actions. Thankfully, we have Jade now. Is Davy dressed like that for a king? I'm not sure. It's a good question. It's a good question. One which will likely not get an answer. I mean, it is just something enemies in this game kind of dress as from time to time. Like, you've got the fairly standard outfits characters dress in. And that just happens to be one of them.
Yeah, wonderful.
And yeah, we're doing fine this time. We've taken down 2 tentacles. This thing's not a dragon, is it? So I'm thinking just keep doing Falcon Slash. 80 damage is the best I'm getting. I mean, I know my character in Final Fantasy 14, the MMO one. That's he's got a outfit similar to Davi as a mask. He's got that as a kink, because he's also dressed up as a bunny girl, aside from the mask. I don't know about Davi, though. I'd hope not, because it's a child-friendly game, you know?
Don't worry, I'm here to help.
That being said, though, like, I'm pretty sure I said it earlier, Dragon Quest XII is supposed to be more kind of adult-oriented, which I find weird, because I really don't think of Dragon Quest as a game in any way targeted at adults. Like, yeah, it's got a lot going on, but it does not make me think of, like, a game particularly targeting adults. It's kind of a game that's enjoyable for all ages, including adults, but also fine for children, because I know I enjoyed a lot of these games as a kid. Yeah, make sure I keep Serena healed, she can heal everyone else. Because Jade, she's a good damage dealer. She does so much damage. Like, look at her go. Like, 70 odd damage in a hit. She's got us covered. What doesn't have us covered is myself, because I'm really worried. I'm hoping me and Serena alone are fine to keep Eric alive. I'm starting to think Eric's dead. So, it's hard to say.
I owe you one.
It really does not want Eric surviving. Like, poor Eric's getting hit by all of these attacks. He's gone again, isn't he? Yeah. Poor Eric. I mean, I'm not the fondest of the guy, but he doesn't deserve to be dying this frequently. He's really getting a short end of the stick. I'd like him to be revived by the end of this fight. But I don't have a resurrection leaf on me. I think we've run out of them. So I'm just going to focus on healing, while Serena can focus on resurrecting. Derek ever do? I mean, nothing. He likes to keep to himself. Which is fair. He's very much got his own goals as a priority. And then he's got the idea of helping us out. Is also there, but that's not something he's focusing on. He's along for the ride. He's a decent guy. He wants to get stuff done so he can get back to his own things. Yeah, let me just quickly do this. Increase everyone's defense. I think it's a safe bet to do. Yeah, I think bringing Jade, she just does so much damage. I'm thinking probably myself on the team, Jade, Serena. Eric's the one whose position is kind of up for grabs. I do need to maybe join in and healing though. I did defend just to make sure that I wouldn't get one shot or anything, but I don't think that was required. Yeah, Eric's needing a heal. I think Serena might have it covered though. So I'll Falcon Slash, and it should hopefully get rid of a tentacle. Not quite yet.
Thanks.
If Eric gets the next attack, it should go away, and then Jade gets a good hit in. I have a feeling though, yeah, Jade's killing the tentacle. Belties, Falcon Slash, come on, we're so close. Serena, you can heal yourself, right? Yeah, there you go. She's out of MP, however. I am quite concerned now. That's our healing gone. I'll maybe need to substitute Rabin. But I think we've got it. I think we've got it. He's low in health. Come on, Falcon Slash. Finish him off. I honestly didn't expect that to finish him off, but we did it.
Easy.
That was close, but 6,000 XP.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's getting a level out of that, surely. Got Eric. Learns Boulder Bringer. Serena apparently gets a new spell as well. Learns Kabuff, can give people extra shielding. Veronica, I don't care about. Sylvando, love Sylvando, he gets more points. Robin Jade didn't, but everyone else did, so that's fine. Yes, Serena, were you 13 points for this? Yes, you were. She gets a dual wield once. That's going to be a huge benefit. Because 2 ones means twice the healing, right? It's like if you dual wield shields, it's twice the defense. That's how it works. I won't hear otherwise. And I think that's all we're doing point-wise for now. Unless, Sylvando? How much is it for this? You can afford it. You can afford it. Sylvando's close to replacing Eric, though, as the damage dealer. Because I'm going to spec Sylvando into knives. As soon as I get dual wield, I'll be going over to it. Blar indeed tentacular. Largle. It's definitely what you said, right?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Darlings, it was nothing, really.
Now we learned that the
Mahalo,
Kai
mahalo.
kid was
Whoever
on that
you
ship
people
fell
are,
from the
I
sky.
can't thank you enough. But I can sure feed you enough. Tonight we're gonna have a luau to remember, and you're gonna be the guests of honor.
I don't like this fella's eyes.
Get
Just
ready
look
to
at-
drink, dance, and fill your belly with fish till
so
you
small.
fall down. Come one, come all to Lona Lulu.
Yeah, I'm glad we got that finished by the end of the stream. I think that means we get a nice little celebration and then we can leave it off for today. For now, let me think. Was it down to docks we have to go? Oh no, we just get a cutscene. Cutscene's good by me.
And where do you think you're going?
That's fine. Kai or whoever it was.
You're off to look for Kai, aren't you?
Yeah,
Well, I'm coming with you.
it's a good guess, Jay.
Oh, hello, Veronica. What are you doing out here?
Ugh! Those stupid fishermen said the party was only for grown-ups, so they couldn't let me in. Is every bar in the world full of stubborn idiots or something? Anyway, you're going to look for Kai, aren't you? I've got nothing better to do, so I might as well join you.
I don't like Veronica. I can understand her personality, but she's just so hostile all the time. I don't understand why. I really don't. I mean, she is an adult who was shrunk down to be a kid. So, somewhat understandable. She wouldn't be the happiest. But yeah. Tentacular, Yoas. Yeah. Hello, Kai.
Sorry, but I'm not the man from your story. You must have me mixed up with somebody else.
Don't give us that nonsense. We know you're the only Kai in Honolulu. If you never meant to marry that poor mermaid, you should never have proposed to her.
Hey, go easy on the accusations, will you? People here got no love for mermaids. If they think I do, I'll be in trouble. The Kai you're looking for is my grandfather, Kai Noah. I take it you've heard the tale of the mermaid's curse?
Yeah, that kind
your
of
mother told us all
play
about
we
it.
saw.
But I can't see what an old fairy tale has to do with anything. You can't keep Michelle waiting any longer.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a fairy tale. It's true. The fisherman from the story, that was my tutu, my grandpa. It all happened 50 years ago, and it happened just like my ma tells it. But the story didn't end there. 10 years after Grandpa got chased out of the village, the kahuna's daughter, Leilani, she married another man, and they had a kid together. After the baby came, the people started to forget about Kainoa and the curse the mermaid put on him. Till one day, another great storm struck, even more violent than the one that sent my grandfather to the bottom of the sea. The kahuna's boat went down, and him and his daughter's new husband went with it. The men who survived went to break the news to Leilani, but when they got there, her and the baby, they were nowhere to be found. The villagers said it was the mermaid's revenge, that she took all 4 of them because she couldn't have Kainoa.
Now I learn a bit more of the story now.
So they lit torches and they marched to Saikiki Beach to confront him. When they threw open the door of his hut, they couldn't believe what they saw. He'd been living all alone for the last 10 years, but there he was with a baby in his arms. And the baby, it was dripping with water. They ran off screaming, talking about how he must have had a kid with the mermaid. And that was the last time anyone from the village went to Saikiki.
I mean, maybe able to figure out what happened.
Wait, but that baby must have been your mother, which would mean she was half mermaid, which would make you...
Cooley, don't even say it. My mother is a human being. My grandpa found her abandoned on the beach and raised her as his own. He never had a kid with a mermaid. That's just a stupid rumor made up by a bunch of superstitious fishermen.
Yeah. That mermaid definitely did not have a kid with
If that mermaid
Kai.
really is still out there somewhere waiting for Grandpa,
There's
something I want you to give
there's
her.
more to it.
Meet
I'll
me
finish
on
up this kind of
Saikiki
story
Beach.
stuff.
It's on the other side of the cape. You can get
But
there
yeah.
through the chapel at the back of the village. I'll leave the door unlocked.
I wouldn't want to leave the kind of story unfinished for this stream and then finish it next time because there's not a lot to it. There's like maybe 10-15 minutes. So yeah. If there was a baby dripping with water and it wasn't the fact that he had like a child with a mermaid, then you can maybe put 2 and 2 together and figure out what happened, considering the mother disappeared after her like father and husband both died. It's a harder hitting story than you might have originally thought. That's all I'll say. Yeah, run on up the back of the church, where we've got graves, the graveyard from the church, and then a house. The house to presumably the Kai we were looking for.
This veil was my tutu's. Ma said when she found him after he died, he was just lying there holding on to it. Guess there was a reason I never threw it away. If you really know where to find that mermaid, I want you to take it to her and tell her he's dead.
Yeah. Now we've learnt that mermaids last a lot longer than humans.
I'm sorry if I was kind of short with you back there, but it hasn't been easy for me and my ma. After Grandpa died, they let her go back to the village and marry a local guy, but it didn't stop folks talking. But she rose above it, turned it into that story show of hers. And now that's how she makes her living. She's a smart woman. Tough, too. I hate that mermaid for what she's put us through. And I don't want my kids to suffer like we have. The Kahuna's finally letting me sail with the other men. The curse is nearly undone. Please, take the veil and let that be an end to it.
And yeah, the door's locked. You can't break into that house. Can't get a chest round here though. It's a nice mini medal. Yeah, back to that mermaid then, to bear the bad news of what's happened. I believe it's the strand we want. Yeah, you can definitely kind of put together what's happened here. And it's a lot more than just a mermaid waiting for her lover. Hello again, my friend. I'm so happy you've returned. It's been so long since you went off, I got a bit concerned. I worried that your ship had sunk or Kai had gone away. That's why I'm singing happy songs to keep my tears at bay. But you don't need to know that. Seriously, shut up, Shell. The only thing that matters now is that you're safe and well. Just tell me, did you find my Kai? Is he as well as ever? Is he on his way to meet me here so we can be together? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to her. My Kai is dead? That can't be true. I don't believe a word. It's ludicrous, ridiculous, preposterous, absurd. Hold on a minute. What's that thing you're holding in your hand? A net of pearls and seashells and a pretty coral band. You say my Kai made me this veil to wear when we were wed and clutched it as he passed away. You're saying that he's dead? No, please no, it can't be so. I know he'd never break that promise that he made to me. There must be some mistake. I don't know which part there is meant to rhyme. I think it is break and mistake. I didn't quite do that right. How can my Kai have passed away? I nursed him back to health. I simply won't believe it till I found out for myself. I need to meet the Kai you met and hear it straight from him. Take me to Honolulu. You can sail and I can swim. What's that? Why don't I come aboard? Oh thanks, you're very kind. There's a lot to think about. I'll follow on behind. I mean, I'm not sailing, I'm just teleporting, but good on you. Ah, it's a shame. I can't immediately teleport. Don't touch my mask. There's a reason I never move it. Anyone who sees my real face turns to stone. There you have Dave's reason. No, it's just silly stuff. Yeah, we're heading to Honolulu. Let's go, Davy. If locals see a mermaid, I'll fill their hearts with fear. I'll hide on this abandoned beach and wait for Kai right here. I'm sorry to keep asking, this is my final plea. Could you please find that man you met and bring him back to me? Yeah, now to find Kai again. Like there's a lot to the story that they don't immediately tell you, but you can figure out. I'm not gonna spell it out just because I don't know how sensitive Twitch can be or YouTube can be about some kind of subjects. But yeah, you can put two and two together, like I was saying earlier. Figure out kind of how that child that Kai raised ended up kind of wet, and how the kind of superstition came about, and there's a lot which you can understand here. It's kind of a a bit of a sad story, but there's definitely a reason behind it. It's not just sad for the sake of it. Also, Kai isn't there. Where is he? God damn it. Would he be like just up in the house, possibly? Might be. I have to go. Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. The stream's not lasting much longer anyway. I appreciate you sticking around though, Natural. It's been lovely having you. It's always great having someone to talk to. I hope you've enjoyed as well. Because I mean, I love this game. It's great fun. It's up there with my favourites. Yeah, I'll hopefully see you around. Like I said before, games night on the 13th if you want to come along. Or games afternoon, depends on the time for you. But yeah, I'll see you about. Bye for now, Natural. Bye for now. I guess maybe... Is Kai up there? In the house? I don't know. I'm not sure where he is. Can't open the door, so I'm assuming no. Where the hell is he? Trying to think. Could he be... Does he have his own house somewhere? There's the party. He might be at the party. I know the mother was in this room earlier. It's a lot less climactic when I get lost looking for the last fella. Could he maybe be reminiscing up this way? For whatever reason, he's up by the cannons. Let's see. Nope, doesn't look to be up here. Where the hell is he? I genuinely can't remember where this man is. Where's Kai? I thought he'd be in his boat, but he wasn't. I'm not seeing any like pink markers on the map kind of indicating, oh, this guy's gonna tell you where to go or something. Like, there's various houses. He's not just gonna be in a house, is he? That's not Kai. That's a child in that bed, potentially. I'll back away. He's not down there. Was I certain he wasn't in his boat? He didn't seem to be. I'm not seeing any markers in this village, so I'm thinking there's a decent chance he is back towards like that house. I'll check down in the docks one last time though. Just because I'm not certain about it. We've got the woman. I thought we're the mother. You might not be. Yeah, no one there. Are we certain Kai's not in his boat? Doesn't look to be. Got a man protecting his fish. Kai must be... He must be up at that kind of beach area. It's not going to be in a weapon shop, but there's no point even looking in there. I'm just poking my head in some of the more prominent houses, and I've spotted a marker on the map. Are you in here, Kai? Is this where you are? Hello. God, you were really tucked away, weren't you? Well, thanks, friend. Sorry for making you take care of that for me. Do something in return. Fix up your ship? Go get you some pearls? Just say the word. Huh? Want me to go to Saikiki Beach with you? Would you want to go to a lonesome place like that? Well, if you're sure that's all you want, I guess a promise is a promise. Lead the way. I'm not giving him any warning about what we're going off to do, but... yeah. Head on along this way. Head to the beach again. We can wrap things up. That's the wrong way. I have to go through the house. I was thinking I could go around, but no. I have no choice but to go through here. Seems weird. You have to go through someone's garden to get to the church, but... I guess if it's the chief's house, it somewhat makes sense. Like, pay your respects to the chief on your way up to the church for whatever reason. I'm not sure. Let's head on through though. Yeah, I get the end to this kind of sad story.
Why have you brought me here?
That voice! It's music to my ears! I feel like I could cry. Oh, darling, tell me, is it you? My one and only Kai?
Yeah, I'm Kai. Do I know you? What? You're a mermaid.
Oh, silly me. I'm always far too quick to jump for joy. You don't know me, I don't know you. You're not my darling boy.
No, I'm not. The man you loved, he was my grandfather. But he's not here anymore.
My darling Kai, my one true love, the one that I adored. You died alone and friendless on this cold and windswept shore? Oh, how could I forget we mermaids live 500 years? Quick as a flash, a human life just ups and disappears. Without Kai, hours seem to pass too slowly to be true. But now I see cruel time was flowing faster than I knew.
Hey.
Thanks for finding Kai for me. You've been a proper friend. To trace my love across the sea until the bitter end. I said I would reward you, and I mean to pay that debt. You'll find your prize upon the selfsame island where we met.
You could have just handed it to me here, that'd be too convenient.
I'm sorry I can't come along
Sorry,
and
I should've
see
remembered.
you on your
Oh, I'll
way.
shut up.
But now I'm here, I can't go back. I think I have to stay.
Sings a bewitching melody that reverberates off the cliffs above. Sadly, we can't hear it, which is a shame.
I waited for you so long, through sun and stormy weather. But now it's time, at long last, we're going to be together.
Yeah, if you remember her story from earlier, she's returning to the sea now.
You've got your granddad's hands, you know. So soft yet strong and honest. The hands of one who'd never ever make a faithless promise. A mermaid who sets foot on land will perish in the brine. But that's all right. I got to meet my darling one last time. Oh. If I had been a human, or if he had been like me, perhaps we could have lived together. happy as can be. But I'm a mermaid. He's a man. There's no point asking why. He was my one true love. But now, it's time to say goodbye.
And she's gone. Not a particularly happy
Can't stop
ending.
thinking I've seen her somewhere before. Of course! Grandpa's cabin!
Yeah, it's a little bit late to notice something like that. Alright, Kai. What have you remembered?
What's this? A letter?
This is Grandpa's handwriting. Dearest beloved, ever since you saved me on the day of the great storm, the dream of one day being reunited with you is all I have lived for. But now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot keep my promise. Some years after my boat was burned and I was exiled to this beach, the fishing fleet was hit by another great storm, and many people lost their lives. The kahuna and his daughter Leilani's husband were among them. One night, not long afterward, I saw a woman standing on the cliffs. She had a baby in her arms. It was Leilani, the woman who was once to be my wife. With her father and husband gone, she had lost all hope and all reason. I called out to her, but in her grief, she could not hear me. Before my disbelieving eyes, she threw herself into the ocean. I tried to save them. I did everything I could, but only the baby survived.
Kai?
Huh?
You're sure you're fine to row back home? You're not in any pain? I wish you'd let me keep you till you're fighting fit again.
Don't worry about me, Michelle. You fixed me up real good. I'm fitter than ever.
Kai, I know you've got to go. There's things you have to do. Just promise me you'll be back soon. I'll wait right here for you.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't leave. I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. This child needs me. The villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. They don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all, and what they don't know, they fear. I sometimes wonder if you're still sitting there, on that rock, still waiting for me to return. But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you can never forgive me, but I want you to know one thing. I love you. I always will. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so hard on you. Without you, I'd never have known all of this. Never met Michelle. All this time, I hated that mermaid for what she did to my grandfather. But now I see how he really felt. He wasn't cursed. He really loved her.
Okay. Somewhat bittersweet ending to all of this. Definitely more bitter than sweet, but I mean, he's learnt a bit about his granddad, which, I mean, otherwise he wouldn't have ever known. See while looting the cupboard. I'm sorry for making you do all that stuff for me and my family, but thanks. Because of you, my eyes are finally open. My heart of hearts, I think I hated my grandpa more than I hated the mermaid who cursed him. I was ashamed. But now I know the truth. He wasn't cursed, he was in love. Yeah. That. We just need to head back to the strand. Pick up that whatever that's been left behind for me. Make my way under the ocean. I'll get the new orb or pearl or whatever. But yeah, that is all for now. So, it's an odd way to end things. It's definitely not ending on the highest of notes, but that is all for now. As usual, I have really enjoyed this. It's been a lovely time. I have definitely appreciated having people by to talk to as well. But yeah, that's all for now. I hope you've all enjoyed. As I say, I've enjoyed myself, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.